Testing, testing.
I hear
Hey,
you.
there we go.
Hey.
All right. You guys had a very packed episode last session. Um, you had met with the Grey Ladies in the aptly named Chamber of the Grey Ladies. You had met with the Grey Ladies themselves, Agatha Thistlewisp, Berenisma Bramblethreads, and Enidel Honeyspun, along with their staff, Leticia and Sybil. Uh, Probably potentially future Grey Ladies, who knows? Um, and then there was two men, Orem and Tassil, that were on staff, kind of helping, assisting with their loom room. Loom room. They they had taken a majority of you in, or most of you. Will you cut it out, little one? You okay? We can't have you like coughing on camera, right? She's having trouble. Um, you, some of you had joined the Grey Ladies, and by doing so, you have become slightly weaker for it, as part of it had taken away your essence. Um, I think not everyone did. Tendi could not, and I think Skylar or Poppy did it. Did not do it out of solidarity with Tendi.
I wasn't using it, so it's fine.
You know, challenge accepted. Yeah.
How much did it take away again?
10.
Health. Oh, that's right.
10
For a second,
off.
I thought it took strength.
Mm-mm. No. Just max HP. Let's see. What else was there? You had gone to the dueling grounds because you heard that Queen Sarastra herself was making her debut appearance. Unfortunately, you don't have high enough status to see her. She may, in fact, be on these grounds at this very moment, but you won't know exactly. You had heard that there is a goblin servant named White Mist who is in charge of the dueling grounds and is addicted to ale and enchanted moments of bliss. Possibly a bribe could be made to overlook certain aspects and rules of a duel itself. You had learned of the Firebird being caught and imprisoned, and obviously had been had escaped once more and has been reappearing outside the court, and you saw it while in the courtyard, flying southwest into the forest that it calls its home. You also learned that there are other places in the Shadow Realm. There's Coramel, the City of Lanterns, which is ran and ruled by the Black Prince. There's Deliance, a small town of trading, but they mostly deal in pleasure and excess, which I am a big fan of. Fully endorse them. Hunt's Retreat, and which is where the Black Prince normally throws his big hunts. Nightbrook Court, Sable Court, and Wormwood. What else did we learn last time?
Uh,
It sounds like everything.
Oh, and that
Yeah.
Queen Sarastra is not the Winter Court Queen. She is the Summer Court Queen.
yeah, which is a lot to take in, but I'll save that for another day.
Will you?
Maybe, I don't know.
Dun,
We'll see
dun,
how I feel later.
I have a question about that. You know the princess that we're trying to get her a puppy? Is she not a summer princess?
She
so
is.
is she related to Poppy? Is that an assumption could be made? Or is there more than one like royal female leader of the courts typically?
I guess there could be multiple royalty and titles itself. And who knows, maybe she's a false princess. Maybe Poppy will be the one to to cut her head off and absorb her princess powers. Wait, this is D&D, not Highlander. I keep forgetting.
I'm Duncan MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod.
Duncan MacLeod, little Clan MacLeod. All right.
Oh.
Oh, you also have been able to, you have been tasked, well, not tasked, but there have been mention of meeting with the Blind Seer, who is in the Royal Halls, to the south of the courtyard itself. There had been an issue with differing status levels, and poor Tendi was outside in the courtyards, accompanied by Prudence, while the others had went in to essentially make an appointment with all who wish to see the Blind Seer. All appointments have to be individual. This is the best way for the schedule to be a schedule. There had been somebody who had seen an epic chess match between Tendi and Prudence, and has taken it upon themselves to challenge Tendi in an epic dragon chess match.
Oh yeah, Yugi.
Equal to what a normal duel would be. And then your Hallow masks that are on your faces, the darkness surrounding your eyes, unnatural darkness, could possibly go away upon winning a duel. So, in that regard, we'll pick up right where we left off, which I believe was right outside the steps of the Royal Hall, if I am mistaken.
You are not.
Good.
Some nerd came up and challenged Tendi.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Rightfully.
And someone monologued to Prudence.
Yes, that's true.
Oh yeah, there was
You were right. Someone did kind of start up a duel.
someone did start a duel. That's correct. So I think we'll probably. Well, that was read off in order to be able to have it covered. We don't have to start with it, but you guys tell me what you want to start with. You got a few things that you can be able to munch on for entertainment's sake.
Want to roll, Tendi?
I was gonna ask, did Prudence want to talk to us?
Yes.
If you want to do that first, you're welcome to. Otherwise, I'm down to do my chess thing.
I think it would make more sense after all of the activities, because
yeah.
otherwise she'd just be like, we need to have a talk right in the middle of all this stuff happening.
And he's just nodding while playing chess with the other guy.
Yes, this makes sense.
Mhm.
Tendi will play chess right now and also do this conversation.
Andy is multitasker.
Okay. This is. I do really appreciate seeing error messages whenever I try to pull something up for on Fantasy Grounds. It's not your fault. I just want you to know, your mom and dad love your mom and I love each other very much. It's not your fault.
I fell for that once. I won't fall for it again.
You almost got me. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and look up the stuff for dueling. Give me a second, but you guys can go ahead and prepare as this is all taking place.
Imagine not having duels prepared.
Tendy's resetting their chessboard.
Are you just like ignoring this nerd that's coming up to you?
Oh no, I'm assuming that he's like sitting down doing his thing. I was gonna talk to him and then I realized Jordan needs his head to think about
Mm-hmm.
what he's doing, so I can't. And if I talk to everybody else, then it does seem like I'm just ignoring him and talking to my friends instead.
Okay.
I wonder if this dude knows message.
So Prudence, are you dueling your person, or is the chess match gonna happen?
Chess match first.
Chess
duel
match.
after. And then the thing I talked to you about in DMs.
Okay.
And then the second thing I talk to you about in DMs.
Oh my god.
You're gonna really need to.
And another one.
You're gonna really need to specify. We talk a lot in DMs.
Do we?
Another one.
Not enough, but we
Do you miss me?
yes. Do you need to admit that on camera
Yeah.
in front of our people that occasionally will watch this at some point?
Future Angie.
Hi, Mare.
There you go. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and do the chess thing. This should be pretty quick. So,
Okay.
Tendi, in your chess match, you have proficiency in dragon chess,
Mhm.
and you will need to make 3 checks along with him. It's going to involve different abilities.
Okay.
So like intelligence, wisdom, things like that.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and do the first roll off here. Wisdom based, as you are trying to get insight as to compared to other people you have seen play dragon chess, how does this individual stack up against the various other people?
Okay, you said insight.
Yes. Let's try this. Okay. You get a pretty good leg up on him. I don't know. I mean, you tell me how serious you take dragon chess.
I think other people take Dragon Chess super seriously, but Tandy plays it with Dad. It's just like a silly, funny, haha game. And sometimes they pick up the pieces and they're like,
This one looks like a horse.
Okay. So that probably does probably sets him off a little bit because like you're a good player, but it's like when people get mad at Goku because he just loves
Yes.
fighting.
that's the vibe.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But he's not like skilled, but somehow he just keeps winning.
I have a killer Magic the Gathering deck, but I also point to every picture of a girl and go, hee hee boobies. That's the vibe.
There we go. Okay. Next up, it's going to be intelligence based. So go ahead and make your roll. Oof. Intelligence, and then you would add your proficiency with the dragon chess set. Okay. The crowd is gathered, and he has been attempting to make a stall tactic, and trying to make it seem like you're doing something wrong, and trying to get you disqualified. But you are right on top of being able to keep him in line. The last one I'm gonna need is going to be a another intelligence roll with advantage. No, the intelligence plus your proficiency in dragon chess. Yes. You can change the modifier for the skill on the page to intelligence. Okay. It ended up being an incredibly close match in the end, but you ended up the victor. And he takes it in stride, even though he tried to, he tried to pull something on you. But he extends his hand to shake yours.
What was his name again?
Uh,
I don't know if it was canonically Yugi or if you were just making that up.
no, it's not. It would not be Yuki.
Albertson.
I feel like Yugi Lily Song or something is actually a pretty good fan name.
Okay, let's do it. Yuki Lily Song.
Tendy is so happy to have met Yugi. Yugi is such a good player.
And they'll shake his hand with their little paw.
And in an uncharacteristically low voice, "Ah, yes, Tendy, it was a pleasure to play you.
Tendy hopes to play against Yugi again soon.
I believe in the heart of the rook."
I
Leofston,
want to
don't-
believe that
I
he
don't-
only ever moved his rook and that's why he lost. He was like, I believe in this rook so hard.
This rook would be so would want sent so many people here to the Shadow Realm.
I summon Blue Eyes White Tendy.
You do notice that people are looking at you a little bit as your hollow mask goes away.
Wow, so it's not just
Oh.
dueling. I mean, that's kind of technically a duel of wits. Cool. Okay.
Hell yeah.
So you have now gone to 10.
The
We have fun here. 10 status. So nicely done. I love these long, awkward pauses
It's
between
only
us all.
awkward if you say it's awkward.
Yeah.
I'm saying it right now.
So right now it was Poppy and Prudence that were outside? Or did everybody come outside?
Everyone's outside at this point. They were telling you that they made the appointments.
Tandy turns around and goes,
Leofston.
and they flex their tiny little non-existent biceps and go,
Tendy won duel.
Lee Austin chuckles. I'm proud of you.
Fight me. I need to be proud. I need Leofston to be proud of me too. Fight me with mouth, not mouth.
oh my goodness,
I meant
that got flirtier than
mind.
intended.
I meant mind, but brain stopped working.
Tendy won by default.
They won.
I don't think it was by default. I don't exactly know how to play chess, but it looked pretty cool.
Tandy would 100% teach Poppy chess over the course of the rest of the campaign so that she can get proficiency.
Yes. I like to imagine that Tendy's tried to teach Poppy chess before, but Poppy was just like, it does look like a horse, and then
It
just
is a
stopped at
horse.
that. Was like,
This one's
no,
name is
this one-
Jeffrey.
what do
This
you
one's
mean it
name is
goes-
Thomas.
What do you mean it goes in an L shape? It's a horse. It gallops.
While the other three are celebrating, Prudence is going to look at Sin and gesture for him to follow her around a corner.
Sin goes ahead, follows.
Hello, Sin. Thank you for coming. Anybody follow you?
Sin looks around. Does he see anybody watching?
Give me a perception check. Perhaps it is general paranoia that you know that there may be people that you can't see, that you don't know, you cannot be able to tell whether or not you are being watched or not.
It's kind of hard to tell, because before I thought we weren't being watched, but it turns out that we were all being watched all the time. So I don't know what to tell you.
I suppose I'll just keep it brief then. After my duel, I'm going to look for somebody who knows about the Shadow Roads.
Okay.
Going to
Why?
make a big announcement and try to find somebody to help me. Why? She looks around to make sure that the other three aren't near.
Kind of seems a little out of the blue, I guess.
I just want to make sure that I have an out if I need one.
But an out of what?
You're not dumb, Sin. You've seen the way the others are very disappointed, angry with me. They won't even let me speak without gripping my shoulder, interrupting me. So I just thought if worst comes to worst, that it would be best if I knew how to leave.
I guess I know that they've been harsh, but I guess I see some merit in it because I mean about things that we've discussed in the past. Of course, we don't know if Hosh is going to be forthright, and not sure if he's going to betray. So having a second option might be of worth.
That's a very good point, actually, Sin. And she rubs her chin. How about you join me? If I do find someone, that way you can help the others if they need it.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. Are you nervous about your duel?
Yes, incredibly. I saw how big you got and how strong you became when you were still defeated. I am very confident in my skills. I've never fought a Shadow Fae before, except for Harsh. Um, although I suspect this will be quite different.
I suppose so. Of course, when I fought, I wasn't in my right mind.
That is true. You could say I'm not in my right mind either.
Well, good luck to you out there.
Thank you, Zoya. She pats you on the shoulder and then heads off to do her duel.
You see that this time that you have taken to talk to Sin has after that boisterous dialogue that the duelist had that accepted your challenge. He by the time that you get back to him, he is now going through alphabetically possible adjectives for his opponent that has challenged him. Is she reedy? Is she reverent? Reviled? Ripe? No, ripe's not a good one.
Well, perhaps I could help you. My name starts with a P, so maybe something that goes with a P.
Pretty.
Let's see here.
Poise.
Phobic. And you see a lot of people look at Prudence when he goes, phobic. That is my foe. The phobic foe. Shall we begin?
She just raises her eyebrow. Yes, we shall.
Okay.
Is this a weapon sort of duel?
You would know. I believe that Scutarius would have at least given you a giant snoot in your face. Oh my goodness.
You put what in my face?
No, the dog. Evie was sniffing the camera. That must be where you hide all your drugs. No, Scutarius would have told you about dueling season and the fact that, and we'll go over the kind of idea again for the rules behind it briefly. So, a duel requires a challenge and an acceptance. Anyone can challenge any adult fae to a duel, although traditionally courtesans and consorts don't really issue or accept challenges. Declining any duel, not really good in terms of gaining status. In fact, you lose status if you decline a duel. Unless the challenger's status is higher than the challenged party by a certain number. There's no initiative required. All attack rolls are simultaneous. Each participant makes 3 attacks in a standard duel. There might be special rules that increase a duelist's number of attempts, but the winner of the duel is who scores the most hits. You do not use armor. It is against the. It's just your attack bonus versus the defender's AC. Obviously, dexterity, natural armor, magical protections are permitted. You can use shields and suits of armor as long as they are arranged beforehand. If you were to roll a nat 1 or a miss by 5 or more, gives the opponent 1 unanswered follow-up attack that does not count towards the total.
Does that include
Even
even if we can reroll?
No one can hear you, but no. In this case, no.
I heard her.
Oh,
Got him.
fair enough.
I didn't hear it come through. For obviously the damage that you deal gets dealt as normal, and that cannot. Over the course of the season, you cannot be able to just simply sleep overnight and regain those. Like, you can't regain those hit points by spending hit dice or finishing a long rest.
You said it's a matter of who deals the most blows, right?
The scores the most hits after in the three rounds of attacking.
Okay.
There is obviously cheating that can be involved. You can attempt to cheat by making 2 attacks in a single pass, and if both attacks miss, the cheating goes noticed.
Does that mean I can't do flurry of blows?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nope. If one or both of the attack rolls are successful, then the foe might notice that the attack involved cheating. The higher result is the actual attack roll, the lower result is the cheating roll, and it depends on the duelist's passive perception, +5. If it's equal to or greater than the cheating roll, then the opponent notices it. Sometimes they may not. Winning duelist will get a +1 to their status. The loser will suffer a 1 deduction to status. And obviously if it's a tie, then the numbers don't change.
Can I use Crusher Feet? Does that mean I can't use that?
Crusher Feet does...
Pushes the opponent 5 feet away
I mean,
to
yeah, you
1
could,
square.
it doesn't really, it's not going to really impact the duel itself, but you could certainly imagine that your blows push the foe back.
This is a fairly confined space, right?
There's some room given, but not enough to really. It's literally, like, it's meant to be quick and easy rules of like bop bop bop, and whoever gets the most hits in those 3, get the, just win. Then it can go to the next one. It's not meant to be an actual combat, if that makes sense.
Okay. Well, will you help walk me through it?
Yep.
Because my brain not too great.
What-
I got a bunch of holes up in this bad boy.
Hey, same, bro, same. All right, so what weapon are you going to use for this duel?
I want to use flurry of blows to get the most possible hits in, so
So-
I'm just going to use my fists.
So you're using your fists, and remember, you cannot use flurry of blows. It is just a punch in that case.
Oh, I thought you said I could use it.
Mm-mm.
Oh, so I'm just tapping?
Tap, like, are you're punching, kicking, whatever you choose to do.
Well, I'm not trying to get. It's literally not the most damage, right? It's just trying to get the most hits in.
Mm-hmm.
So am I rolling to like dodge?
It is no, it is 3 attack. It's just 3 attacks, at both times we go 3, 2, 1, go. You roll your attack while he rolls his. If they both hit, they both hit. If one misses, like things like that. The only thing that really involves any sort of thinking primarily outside of just the attack roll is whether or not you want to cheat.
It seems more like a rock,
Um,
paper, scissors than a big fight.
It is essentially
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay,
very simple.
so-
Okay.
I'm not going to cheat. I'll just make it easy on myself. And because Prudence would never cheat in a duel. And I'll just roll what you tell me to roll.
Okay. So let me go ahead and get this guy onto here. You don't have to roll, and go ahead and roll initiative, Prudence, so that way you're at the top of this combat tracker, but you don't necessarily need to really go off of.
Joke's on you, I'm at the bottom.
Haha. Well, no, you're second then, but it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Again, it's the same time.
We all know that first is the worst and second is in fact the best. So
Right. If you're not first, you're at least any other number of positions after first.
There's
Okay.
so many.
I know. All right, get your attack ready.
So we're not like rolling the same thing. We're just gonna roll. I'm just gonna roll my punch, and he's gonna roll whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hold on, let me make sure that he is got the right amount of armor. Okay. Got it.
It's not supposed to have any armor.
That is correct. He doesn't, but I'm trying to note that number so then that way when you do roll, I'll let you know whether or not that hits.
Okay.
All right. Are we ready, Prudence?
I'm ready.
Are you ready for this duel?
I'm not sure if you're ready for this, Jelly.
All right. Here
We.
we go. 3, 2, 1, roll.
I thought we were going on go.
Oh shit.
Okay. You both got a hit. That's number 1.
All right.
Roll number 2. Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Let's jam. Ba-na-ba-na-ba-na-ba-na-na.
Oh no.
Ooh. You missed and he hit.
Uh-oh.
You got this.
Lady Rava, guide my strikes.
Now, here's where it looks from your end.
Mm-hmm.
You have hit once, he's hit twice. If you both hit next time like you did in the first round, he's still
He'll win.
victorious.
Yes.
If
Understood.
if you cheat and it goes unnoticed, you might be able to get an extra hit in. Nobody has seemed to have taken stock and purchase in the rumor that White Mist, the goblin that is overseeing this duel, nobody really has gotten any favors with him. So this is just as it is.
Call it arrogance or call it pride. Prudence would never cheat in a fight.
Okay. Then we shall do the third round. Are ye ready?
Are ye ready? Ye.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, duel!
Miss.
Ooh. Hold on. You also missed, but he got a nat 1. So according to the dueling rules, you get one unbattled fire. It's a follow-up attack. Let me see here. Kind of like a penalty shot. But let me see here. Where is it at? Let's see. 5 or more, no initiative, attack rolls. Attack of 1 or a miss by 5 or more allows the opponent 1 unanswered follow-up attack. So I do need to actually look at... We need to look at these rolls. So the first one, both hit, no worries there. The second round, you actually missed his AC by more than 5. So he gets a follow-up for round 2.
Cheating.
but you would then get a follow-up for round 3. So let him do it. He'll do his follow-up real quick.
Miss.
This would be the time to do it for sure. Bah. Ooh.
Hey.
Ooh.
Okay, very well. So now you get your follow-up for the fact that he missed the 3rd round. You could tie this up.
You got this, Prudence. I've never believed in you more in my life. Look at me.
Austin's
Look at me,
cheering for
Prudence.
him.
Meanwhile, Hosh is like, I've never believed in Prudence. Not for 1 second.
Hey!
I can't believe I got so excited. I like threw my arms up and leaned back in my
We-
chair and everything.
It's the Baldur's Gate 3 effect. We see we see that roll, we go, yeah, touchdown. Okay, so you tie. He thanks you for a remarkably complicated yet entertaining duel. He's never fought anyone with their bare hands before. And your Hallow Mask goes away.
Hell yeah. Prudence will give the man a hearty handshake and a big grin and say that she had a lot of fun. After this duel is over, Prudence will turn to the gathered crowd and say, if anyone would appreciate to help a tiefling out, I'm looking for someone that is well versed in Shadow Roads. I'll be over there. If anyone would like to have a chat, I would appreciate it. And then she bows and exits the arena.
Oh, Hush, you should go over there. She's looking for someone.
That's funny.
Kind of a side grin pops up on his face. Oh, perhaps I will.
Don't you fucking dare stay away from me.
But before he does, Leosin trots over first and like skips up Prudence and spins her around. That was incredible.
Did you appreciate? He was so tricky, and I thought for sure I wasn't going to do it, but then we tied. It's not a win, but it's great.
It took him having a weapon to even barely match you with your fists. So you did much better.
She smiles up at you and gives you a nuzzle.
He's kind of looks around and nuzzles her back.
Oh, babies.
PDA! Prudence display of affection.
Andy.
So there are a couple of probably after like let's give you guys like 5 minutes.
Oh.
Hello.
What
Answer's
happened?
back.
What the fuck?
I don't know. You went away.
That was weird.
She got
Well,
too embarrassed
welcome back,
about the
bro.
public display of
Welcome,
affection.
welcome back. Yeah, long time no see.
I missed you so much.
I know what you did. You misty stepped away and then you came back. Got it. So after about 5 to 10 minutes, there are some people gathering in the area. Probably about 3, not including Hosh.
Oh, to talk to Prudence?
Mhm.
I choose... How am I gonna do this? I choose the first one that came.
Okay.
It's Hosh.
It
do I
is.
see
It
Sin
is
anywhere?
Hosh only because of the fact that the other people were more on the outskirts, and he's like he automatically was the closest because of the fact that he was like, I mean, he's done it before, but I don't know. You said, do you see if Sin's anywhere?
Yeah, Sin, are you anywhere close? Did you follow up with Prudence to come? in?
Yeah, Sin would have made his way slowly over to where Prudence was at.
Okay. Well, she'll...
Leosin would
go
have
ahead.
stayed unless she shooed him away.
She She doesn't shoo him away, but she does look a little anxious that he's there.
He is completely oblivious, just excitedly thinking about her duel.
Girlfriend punch so good.
Oh, she punched so good!
Tendi is regaling all of the Fae that showed up late that are like, what happened? And Tendi is telling them about Prudence's amazing fight.
Nice. All right, so yeah, no, Hosh is the first one over there. Are you wanting to get like the second one?
I'll speak to Hosh first.
Okay.
Why? Can I help you, Hosh?
Yeah, you made a big announcement in front of everybody. I assumed that you meant to see if you're going to follow up on your claim. You looking to get out of the Shadow Realm quickly?
No offense, Hosh. You're a great, whatever you are. I kind of wanted to speak to someone else, if that's okay. No hard feelings?
Leosten
No.
frowns.
None at all. In fact, Prudence, I can appreciate your opinion as much as the next person. I also appreciate the fact that I, being in a courtyard, can stand where I wish, so I will be close by.
What a jackass.
And then the next guy comes up. You were looking for someone who knows the Shadow Roads, yes?
Yes, my name is Prudence. And she extends a hand towards this man.
Ah,
I'm assuming it's a man.
it is.
Sounds like a
It is. My name is Whispered Childerleaf. Not Chilled Relief. That's icy hot. But
you looking around the room.
Yeah. Childerleaf.
Childerleaf. Whispered Childerleaf, okay.
You should just take that list that I put in the chat and just start using those names.
I have it. I have something somewhere. I'll get it.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Mr. Childerleaf. I just had a few quick questions. Would you mind following me elsewhere? You see that man over there? She points at Harsh. I'm trying to avoid him, but he's not getting the hint.
Oh dear.
Very rude, if you ask me.
Sir, this madam wishes to speak privately. And Hosh just rolls his eyes and let go.
Thank you. That was very kind of you.
Oh yes, no,
It isn't-
I understand. When the men get a little too handsy with the courtesans, we'll have to make sure that they are respected just as much as even the Grey Ladies.
It's appreciated. I love to hear that there's gender equality.
Yes. Now, as a courtesan, how can I help you?
Does he think I'm a courtesan or he's a courtesan?
He's looking at you like you are the courtesan.
Leosten frowns.
Prudence is just gonna roll with it because she wants answers. So I came. I'm not from here, obviously. I'm from Zobek. Have you ever heard of it?
No, but you are quite exotic.
Thank
Ew.
you.
Leosten growls.
Gross.
He's not. He's not. You don't seem to catch any creepy about it. He's just like stating matter of factly, and has not been told otherwise at this point.
Okay, I was gonna say, don't make another Pierre Luigi. I will.
No, I've learned my lesson. We can only have so much in one 30-day span.
But it's funny.
It's upsetting, and I'm actually in the scene this time. I could Poppy just.
It just keeps happening.
Thank you for noticing my exotic nature. So I'm not from here. I don't know how to leave. If I needed to
Oh,
leave.
dear me. Yes, no, I could certainly help. He kind of turns. He does his best to he does the Keanu Reeves thing where he he kind of turns you, but doesn't touch you. He like points your direction. He goes, "If you look over this way, or over to the west,
Mhm.
that is
Mhm.
the Shadow Gate, the entrance to the Shadow Courts itself.
Yes,
Those
yes.
roads lead out into the Shadow Forests and otherwise. Then back behind, if you look back here, past the stables, there is more road. See, this is just more of a grounds, and the roads lead out, and if you just follow them, they should be fine. But I'm sensing that may not be your question.
Yes, no, I technically yes know how to leave. I don't want to get lost on the road. Is there perhaps any way that there is a guide I could hire if need be, or some way that I could ascertain the way that I needed to go on my own?
Well, the roads themselves are rather apparent, but are you speaking about going back to the lighted lands?
Yes, sir.
Oh, oh, oh. Hmm.
See, to get here, we had to do a whole ritual,
Oh, is
and
that so?
yes, it was very difficult for my friend to perform. It was not exactly dangerous, but it did drain them.
Hmm.
And I am not, I am not one with the magical arts at all. It's all physical for me.
Oh, do they happen to know teleportation circle?
I don't believe so. No.
Oh. Is there some sort of object of recall at the place you wish to go to? You would be able to use a recollection spell of some sort. I think it's. I wouldn't know. I'm not a magic man myself.
She sort of laughs at that.
I'm more of a hunter, scholar, hunter, but
Oh, are you perhaps interested in the great bird that's been talked about?
oh yes, I'll be leaving in probably the next. Looking at a watch that doesn't exist on his wrist. Next few days.
Interesting.
I'm sure there are certainly guides. I. It's hard for me to be able to express, and put it into something you might understand. The shadow corruption doesn't really seem to affect us. So, where we see all available paths to be able to discover and hunt and all of that, I do understand there's a bit of a burden with the shadow and you all. Suppose if I find the answer before I leave on my next hunt, where must I find you to be able to provide you this answer?
Oh, we're just up above, actually, in a smaller room. And she explains the room that they're staying in, the
Oh,
small sort of coat closet
you're
thing.
in the Winter Palace.
That's kind of just where we spilled out into, yes.
Hmm. Not by
But
choice, though, right?
no, no, of course
Oh,
not.
thank heavens you haven't spent any nights here in the lower halls in the arcade. That it would be atrocious.
Oh, is there some sort of faux pas, social faux pas that I'm not aware of?
Oh well, they're typically for people with lower status.
Oh, understood. I won't be making that mistake then.
Wonderful.
But if that is not to your liking, I could meet you anywhere that you want.
No, I prefer. I don't mind. I don't live here, so I certainly can
course.
stop by the Winter Palace and find your staying quarters. And it's not. Forgive me if it's crap. Is it the servants' quarters?
It was just given to us sort of in a hurry.
Right,
I'm not
right.
exactly familiar with the Winter Palace as I've never been here before.
Yeah,
So,
you would know. You'd be sleeping amongst the goblins.
oh, then no, we are by ourselves.
Good, good. My, I sorry, you can never be too cautious with those who are not from here. I'm sure I can find that message and deliver it to you quite hastily.
If you did that, I would be forever in your debt. It is of utmost importance that I have this information.
Well, you shall have it. I do appreciate a good debt, especially from a courtesan as beautiful as yourself.
Oh, thank you.
I know you're in an effort to leave, but you are going to be staying for the ball.
Do I know about a ball?
No.
I don't think so, no.
No. I know about a ball in our other game. That's why I was like, is there a ball in both games?
You ballin'.
Perhaps it's just my newness and my naivety. I am not aware of a ball.
Oh, how tragic. Well, I'm sure someone will invite you. If you know what, if you don't hear back in the next week or so, I wouldn't mind taking you to this this wonderful event.
That sounds like a plan.
It is.
It certainly is.
You could help me bring in anything I managed to hunt in the next week and a half.
Oh, sure, I'm fairly strong. I can carry things.
Yes,
Wait, Austin, you can tell Prudence is very uncomfortable.
your musculature is well, I don't want to say concerning is not the right word, but it is a bit much for someone of your work.
She's sort of, ugh, how do I handle this social? Can I potentially roll to see if the only reason he's helping me is because he thinks I'm a courtesan? I mean, he saw me fight, didn't he? Why would he think a courtesan would fight?
He may have overheard the announcement at the end. You don't know because you weren't paying attention to see if he was there or not.
Okay. Is there any way I could roll to see if he won't help me anymore if he thinks I'm just a guy?
I mean, yeah, no, you can do an insight check to see if there's something behind, if he's being earnest in thinking that you are a courtesan.
I got a 14.
He's very eccentric. It's hard to gauge these Shadow Fae, especially coming from a very biased, the unnatural but deep-seated biases that Prudence has. I think really kind of clouds her ability to judge whether or not a person is being sincere
All
or
right,
not.
Hosh, calm down. All right, I'm just gonna make a decision. If it fucks me, it fucks me. Perhaps there's been some misunderstanding. I do think I know what a courtesan is, but I am not one.
No. Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh dear. Well, if this is the case, I'm sadly mistaken. There's been a rumor going around of a pale tiefling woman with white hair, making some rather strange noises at night, and I only have seen one tiefling, which is you, but perhaps that's not the case. I regret mentioning anything. I'm sorry if that embarrassed you. I hope.
It says 1,000-mile long stare. I don't. That does sound like me.
It does, but I can. I should have known that those rumors were false. They also said that you reeked of some sort of pungent odor, but that is clearly not the case. And I also thought, why would it be weird that a courtesan itself would smell in an unattractive way? But it seems so much
Yes.
more clear to me now. I appreciate your upfrontness.
Yes, I appreciate you as well telling me this. Do you know where these rumors came from?
Oh dear, one hears. I have remarkable hearing as a hunter.
Of course.
I could have a display of beast step on a stick about 100 yards from here, and I would be able to know, even amongst all this rabble and talk. But
Very impressive.
yes, but I simply just heard it over conversation. Unfortunately, my ears outwork my eyes. I couldn't see who it was.
That is all right. I will find out on my own.
Oh well, I'm sure.
I shouldn't take up too much more of your time. You seem to be a very busy man.
You're right. I was just stopping by. I wanted to. I heard that there was a duel going on, and I arrived right towards the end of it. But if I see you in passing, I will hand and deliver the message for your needing to leave safely with a guide. And if I don't, I know at least where to find you.
I really appreciate it. It is very kind of you.
And you don't make those sort of sounds during the evening. I want to make sure. I don't want to go knocking on the wrong door.
No, I don't. I can assure you,
Wonderful,
I don't.
wonderful. I figured as much. Good day to you, madam.
Good day. Prudence sinks down onto her haunches and she covers her face.
Leos's just
Go ahead.
Her tail is thumping in the dirt.
That was dreadful. Sorry, Prudence.
I am going to find who spread that rumor. And I'm going to have a very nice chat with them.
Leosin just blinking, just looks down at Prudence and waits.
All right. Well, that was fun. That was so fun. I love talking to the people here. They are just so fun. Why don't we get going?
Why don't we talk about what in every hell that was about?
Well, obviously, I don't know. Who would spread a rumor about me? The only people that know me are party.
You know that's not what I'm talking about. Why are you trying to leave?
I am not trying to leave. I'm trying to know how to leave. And she starts walking faster.
He grabs her by the arm and gives Sin a look of, love you, buddy, but I need to talk to her.
Now, don't go chasing Sin away. If you have something to say to me, you can say it in front of Sin.
Uncomfortable.
Thanks, buddy!
I'll just go.
Leostin, you're hurting me. Let go.
He does. But, he lets her go, but he blocks her from joining the group just yet.
What do you want? I just wanted to know how to leave in case I needed to.
What are you planning?
I'm not planning anything.
Just stares down at her.
She stares back up at you. Hands on her hips. Basically.
He folds his arms, and oh no, unfortunately, the open part of his shirt is so open.
Does he flex a little bit?
Just a little.
Just to
He knows-
prove a point.
he knows more people than just Prudence are watching, so.
You see her eyes definitely flicker down, and then she looks away over your shoulder. I just want, in case... Sorry, tongue-tied. It's in case of an emergency. It would be best if we knew more than just one person who some of us don't trust in order to leave. if we need to. Do you... Look at it this way, Leonston. Hosh didn't even know how to get us here. We had to do all of the work. We had to find out what regents that we needed. We needed to find the spell. We did all of the work. And he wasn't even able to completely help us on the Shadow Road. With any questions we had, we ran into monsters.
He
I
kept us
just...
on. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
He kept us on the road, and that is why we hired him.
But what if he doesn't know how to get back? What if he doesn't plan to take us back?
That is something we can plan for when we finish here. We do not need to be planning that now.
It was just a quick conversation. It took barely than 5 minutes. I don't see what the problem is. You know, you can see her tail behind her is like really going. Like you can tell she's really irritated, close to being pissed off.
His eyes are darting back and forth, watching it go.
I don't understand, and she starts leaning forward, why none of you seem to trust me. Anything I've done since we've gotten here, or even on the way here, has been questioned over and over and over again. I can't have a simple conversation. I can't make plans in case something goes awry. I think all of you are too trusting.
And I don't think you trust us enough.
That remains to be seen.
That makes his brows raise like, oh.
At that, she walks around you and back to everybody else.
He stands there by himself for a while, he just stands there, does not move.
I'm not understanding this game, Tindy.
Look, this one looks like a horse.
When you make the shape with that string, it looks like a horse. Why is it
Tindy
called
cannot
cats?
explain anything because their fingers are all tied up in the string. They kind of keep tilting their head side to side and go, Tendy is not sure Tendy understands either.
What's the point of the game though? What do you do with it? You just have a string and you call it cats and you're like a cradle?
Tendy doesn't know how string got over Tendy's ear.
Here, I help. Poppy starts untangling Tendy. Maybe this is why it's called Cat's Cradle, because cats get stuck in it.
Tendy want nap for sure.
You guys see Prudence stomp up? Well, not see, but hear with her metallic feet. She stomps up to you guys.
Tendy
what are
beams
we-
up at Prudence.
What are we playing?
The Great Victor returns!
Oh, it was a draw, but thank you.
Tendy is trying to learn to play Cat's Cradle with Poppy, but Tendy is stuck.
Playing Tindy gets stuck in string instead.
Mhm.
Sin hands over his dagger.
To whom?
The Poppy to
Tendy
help.
looks slightly
I got a
scared.
I don't want to cut your string though, because you might need this.
And
I'll just...
perhaps I could help untangle before we cut the string.
Yes, please.
Yeah. You get the one on their ear, please. I can't get that one.
While Poppy, Tindy, and Sin are kind of in this,
Oh no! Prudence gets cut off.
Again, Tendy, we're tangled up.
see that you could re-roll that nat 1 though.
And now Tindy has a matching wound to Leofston.
So
What kills me about this is I have that cloak string from that magic cloak that like detangled itself, and that is absolutely what we are playing with. And Teddy is convinced that it has come back from the dead for revenge.
Poppy, Tendy, and Sin don't hear this, but Hosh, Prudence, and Leofston, you do. You hear a very hearty laugh, and Leofston, you're probably the most I mean, you're not fluent in hearty laughs, but you would know that this comes from a rather large individual, quite similar to Yam's Vikings and those of the north. But you hear it, you don't see it right away, but you hear the hearty laugh, and it seems to be approaching near where you guys are.
Tendy, I'm so sorry. Let me just tilt your head down.
To where Leosin is by himself, or where the group is.
I mean, like, there's nobody that is heading directly towards you. You can see, as well as as Hosh and Prudence, if they're looking for it. You just see there is an elven man, non-Shadow Fame, who is wearing a cloak of fire over his bare muscled chest, and he is strutting he's just walking, chest extended out in the courtyard, as he is like waving to a few individuals. They all seem to be female. Some you can see, some you can't.
Leosin tries to like nonchalantly like put himself in between the group and the sky.
Oh, I got it off your fingies.
How did this even happen?
It's all. I don't know. I blinked.
Tendy was riding the high of winning, and Tendy got too foolhardy.
You flew too close to the sun, my love.
Mm,
Quit wiggling, you're making it worse.
Tendy is ticklish.
Leosin lifts his jaw, like standing in front of it, or if he's approaching in between them.
That did not come from the barrel-chested man with the cloak of fire. That came from Hosh.
Oh, hi, Hosh. What's up?
Hello.
Hello, Hosh. Again, sorry I sort of, I just, private conversation.
Oh, I take
What
no,
happened?
I take no offense. You are understandably wanting to seek someone else to guide you out of the Shadow Courts when you feel it is appropriate to leave, and that is understandable.
No, I just wanted to have a backup in case something happened to you.
Why would something happen to Hosh? Is
Yes.
something gonna happen to you, Hosh? What are you not telling me?
I'm afraid something might happen to Hosh, Poppy.
Oh,
Nothing's
no.
going to happen to Hosh. It's why can't I just she takes a deep breath and she smiles. I just wanted to have a little assurance. It has nothing to do with you, Hosh. I promise.
He looks at Poppy and goes, Prudence is 100% correct, Poppy. Remember, I am only going to make you, I'm helping you in meeting your mother, and then I honestly have no real reason to maintain a active participation. I have other things that I was working on prior to my engagement with Thilamandrin, and I plan to reattend to those afterwards.
Tendy
Oh,
starts
that makes
wiggling
sense.
and gets more stuck in the string, but is
And
like,
no, Hosh has Tendy's lint ball of friendship.
And I will keep it and savor it and persevere its longevity as long as possible.
I mean, if Hosh doesn't want to stay, we can't exactly keep him here. I mean, it will be sad to see him go, though, because I consider you a friend.
Well, I appreciate that, but Prudence has a point. So I believe it is in your best interest if you are looking to go back. But of course, I would much rather focus on something probably is going to happen to me, right, Prudence?
Can I roll to see if I hurt his feelings?
It'll be another insight check.
All right, here we go. Come on, Prudence.
You got this.
Tendy would absolutely catch him in a Pokeball if possible.
I got a 21.
Ooh, let's go.
Hosh deception check. Because we all know.
Prudence isn't very good at people.
You don't think that you, now that you think about it, you don't think you could ever truly hurt his feelings. You've riled him up before, but now that you ponder on that, you don't think you actually could hurt Hash's feelings.
Like in a because he doesn't care what the fuck Prudence thinks sort of way, or because this guy has no emotions whatsoever. and
That's up to you to determine.
Okay. All right. Then Prudence says she like takes a deep sigh of what's the word I'm looking for?
Resignation?
No, it's like happiness, but not
Happiness, but not?
contentment,
Contempt?
maybe. Contempt.
That's the opposite of what I was looking for.
Relief?
Yeah, relief, I guess. So Prudence takes a deep, heavy sigh of relief and says, "See, I wasn't trying to do anything bad. Even Hush agrees that it was a good idea.
I
Because
don't
it
think
seems as though she didn't have any intention of taking us back to Zobek."
I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea to have backup plans. That makes a lot of sense to me.
Thank you, Poppy.
Yes, we all need backup plans. In fact, I probably, I will need to duel, but then I will begin working on my backup plan.
Can I watch your duel, Hush? I want to
Yeah, me
see you
too.
fight again. You're so cool.
Sure, that's certainly fine. Speaking of duels, I forgot one thing.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
What'd you forget?
Prudence.
What did I do?
There was only 2 hits on you, am I correct?
Yeah?
Okay.
Get
Yeah,
slapped,
it was-
idiot.
It was a
Oh.
tie?
You're gonna take damage.
Uh-huh.
No.
Uh-huh.
Prudence all of a sudden goes, "Ow, fuck."
Your adrenaline finally wore off.
Oof.
She suddenly just gets a black eye and a bloody nose.
Oof. This
Oh my
10
gosh, what
this
happened?
10 HP I lost really kind of stings.
Indeed.
Let's see.
There are ghosts that we need to take care of now.
So there was
Oh no.
2 hits, right?
Sure.
All right.
That's so much.
Prudence fucking dies in front of
Oh,
you.
oh. Can I heal you? Can I heal you, Prue?
Uh,
Is that allowed? Am I allowed to do that? Is that against the rules?
What? I don't understand the question, number one.
I
and
asked if I could heal you because you look like you're hurt.
I
But
am
I don't
hurt.
know. I don't know if it's against the rules or not to heal you.
Whose rules?
I don't know.
Friendship
Scutars,
rules?
Scutars was mentioning that it was just not something that you can get from resting. But yes, Poppy, you could be able to heal Prudence.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal you. I'm gonna heal you. I'm gonna heal you. I need to get my sheet up though. It's taking a long time. I'm gonna heal you. Gonna heal
I want to
you.
believe that she does have a little "I'm gonna heal you" song.
Oh,
That's super
absolutely.
cute.
Gonna heal Prue.
Meanwhile,
Not the
Uh,
lemon juice.
while you're healing, Hosh immediately just goes ahead and starts putting his hand on the hilt of his rapier and just looks at somebody who looks like they might be a duel and goes, "You, I challenge you. Would you like to go? Great, let's go." And he like walks over. In the meantime, you see that the goblin waddles over and begins to oversee this match.
Why did I take healing word instead of cure wounds? It's fine.
5 is still pretty good.
Yeah, that I can do one more, but then I'm out of cleric spells. So
How hurt are you?
Me?
Yeah. I
I
still have a couple of those. I've got those skill things if anyone wants any.
15 owies out of 44 owies. But Leofston has 25 owies out of 78 owies.
I keep forgetting you're still hurt because it's been so long.
He
I'm
won't let me
slowly
He's
heal
never
him.
complained.
You just-
Slowly die.
I offered and he said no.
I didn't say anything.
I'm gonna fucking heal you so good.
Leosin walks away.
Oh, no! You get back here. Prudence, Tindy, we need the string again.
Yeah, use your string to lasso.
Tendy is still stuck in the string.
Why are you? I thought we got you out.
I don't mean to
Because
interrupt
Prudence got
you two, but
distracted.
I think Hosh is over there dueling. Didn't you want to watch?
Yes, someone
Yeah,
please pick up
we'll watch.
Tendy.
Okay,
Prudence
Tindy.
picks
I
up
grabbed Tindy.
Oh.
Wait. I grabbed Tindy, but then Prudence also grabs Tindy, which means Prudence also grabs Poppy, and then we off.
So like, Poppy is like hugging Tandy, and Prudence just picks up both of them.
Yes. It's
We
out on
off.
ball.
And I keep trying to untangle Tindy.
How does it look like he's doing? I can't say.
It looks like
it looks like he
a suck
missed a
fest
lot.
right now. It's like it is just he's like he's not really even his form isn't what it is. He's just kind of just going at it, just like he's chopping through a forest. And meanwhile, the Shadow Fate that's fighting him is like going, "What the fuck, man?" Like trying to like with a dagger, just going like, "This isn't normal. What the fuck's going on?" And like trying to find a way to make any sort of connection. The first round itself, by the way, was both missed. But because Hosh missed by 5 or more, the Shadow Fade Duelist got a unanswered hit. But then the Shadow Fade Duelist got a nat 1. so then that meant that he also got an unanswered hit. They haven't even gotten to the second round yet.
Aren't there points in Dragon Ball where they like fly at each other and they don't hit, but like their energy circles hit each other and they bounce off?
Yeah, like that.
Tindy, I got an 18 to untangle Tindy.
Amazing, Teddy is saved.
Tindy is saved. Do you want me to keep the string so you don't have to look at it anymore?
Oh my god, what is happening?
Hold on.
Oh my god!
Why?
Do you two think that perhaps we should go pay the goblin to help Hosh?
No. The Shadow Fade did manage to get a hit. It's not
Oh, okay.
counting his armor class.
I think
Amazingly evenly matched.
They do seem. They seem like something.
okay.
Oh,
Well, the other guy got
got to.
another hit.
He only needs one more.
And then Hosh got a hit.
Why
Okay,
And
don't
then
you?
the guy got a hit.
Great. Thanks for the play-by-play. So what happened is, so as they've continued to fight, you could, as you guys are paying a little bit more attention because you know Hosh is your friend.
Get rid of those air quotes right now.
Okay,
What are you doing?
I'll do half of them. So you would know by the rules of the dueling that you are completely in sync with and understand, because thanks to Scutarius Thornwalker, technically the Rake should have won, but the Goblin announces Hosh as the winner, and Hosh's hallowed mask goes away.
Tandy
Hosh
cheers for Hosh.
won. I don't understand how dueling works, but it seemed like this seems correct. Yes.
Prudence whispers in your ear, Poppy.
Me
He
too.
cheated.
He cheated. You're so good at noticing things. I didn't see that. Wait, why'd you do
That's a
that?
secret.
Okay.
Obviously, you needed to.
Did Tandy see
I'll
him
keep
cheat?
it a secret.
Roll a perception check with advantage, because you are fascinated by.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hosh is so cool.
That's really good.
I can't do Tindy's voice. It's like the one voice I can't.
I can only do it like once in a blue moon.
You're
Oh, the
Close to
rose-colored
Poppy.
glasses blocked it. Darn.
you're not I mean, in terms of, you weren't even really maybe paying attention 100% when the rules were explained, because you weren't looking forward to actually fighting somebody in a duel. But from what you can tell from the way that you were watching the exchange, yeah, it was a little bit messy at first, but you don't think that there was any cheating.
I couldn't really tell. It looked legit to me.
Tendy couldn't tell either.
It
No,
all
but-
looks so legit.
regardless, he won, so that's good, right?
He got rid of his hollow mask, and I'm proud of him.
He
Now we've got Sin doesn't have one, Prudence doesn't have one, Tindy doesn't have one, just me and Lee Austin.
I don't have one.
Yeah. Oh wait, you got rid of it too. Oh, just me.
Poppy.
What
Wait,
are you
wait, wait,
going
wait, wait.
to do, Poppy?
Yes, Poppy, it
I-
doesn't seem as though you need to do a physical duel. Tendy lost
One-
theirs just by doing a chess match.
Well, I'm not exactly good at chess.
Poppy,
Yeah?
has Poppy seen Great Midgard Bake Off?
This is a thing? Oh my gosh.
It's Tendy's favorite thing.
Yes, I have
Oh my
seen this.
God.
Of course I've seen this. You took me to a showing of it.
Poppy could overbake someone.
Overbake someone.
Tendy
Who
could.
would I
Poppy could beat someone at baking.
Wouldn't
I
that have to be the Great Lobo?
I don't want to try to beat Lobo.
No, it has to be Shadowfae, right?
Right. Right? It has
I
to be an
think
adult
it's-
Shadowfae.
You can challenge anybody you want to.
As long as they're an adult.
Tendy is an adult. Tendy cannot bake.
Oh, I don't want to challenge you though, because then you'll lose status.
While I think this is a good idea and we're on the right track, you don't really have any baking utensils. Poppy.
Oh, right. I left them all at home. Let's see. I could do. What am I good at?
You are
If
very
only
good
my
at
skills
drawing.
would load.
You should get into a drawing contest.
Ooh,
two armored Shadowfae. Nicer armor than obviously the rakes and the dueling rakes are wearing, seem to approach your group, or begin approaching your group.
Oh, hello. Are you guys? Hi.
We're looking for Poppy.
That's me.
Follow us, please.
Okay. Wait.
Poppy?
Oh, I don't know.
They-
People
Tendy
summon me.
immediately goes to follow.
They immediately
Poppy,
turn.
do you just follow strangers? She says as she's trotting
Sometimes.
after you.
I followed you when I first met you.
Leofston.
Tindy.
He follows.
Poppy's just like, okay.
Hide Poppy.
Hush.
What? No, they just said her name.
Come along, Harsh.
No, I'm going to work on my backup plan. And he begins to walk
Oh
away.
my god, did I hurt your feelings? Are you upset, Harsh?
What a passive aggressive little bitch.
We love him though.
This
was
friendship
a
is
friendship
truly
in the
like
air.
my favorite thing about this game right now. Prudence and Hosh's horrible friendship is the best.
Y'all are gonna be like at least relatively like okay. You're okay sometimes by the end of this, right? Like this is my hope.
I can't reveal what's behind the curtain.
Okay, I'm impatient.
I want there to be a like Hosh gets knocked out and Prudence just steps up and goes, "Nobody hurts Hosh but
Except
me,"
for me.
and then beats the
Like-
shit out of that person.
Like older sibling energy.
yes.
You can't talk to my brother that way. Only I can talk to my brother that way.
I will say Leofston and Sin. Give me a perception check.
I wonder what happened to that giant flaming guy. Just never
He's
heard anything
gone.
more about him.
Sin got a 24.
Nice. Well done.
I do.
Yeah, yeah. 23.
Yay! Good
Yay!
Whoa.
Imagine
Un-
seeing things.
Unlike anyone you've seen thus far, and I don't know how you guys are good at like sizing up opponents, but
I'm
these
very good.
these two, you immediately get the sense you do not want to mess with.
Mess with or follow?
Both technically, but nonetheless, you have other party members following.
Following the guys I just met. Do-do-do.
Leofston kind of comes up next to Poppy and like offers his hand out to her. Kind of gives her a look like this.
Uh,
This might be more serious.
I'm not allowed to anymore, remember?
She's in the doghouse right now. I don't care.
She's right there. What do you
He
mean
look.
she's
He just looks at Prudence and looks back at Poppy.
Wow.
Are you guys
Okay.
fighting?
Yes,
No,
because I made a backup plan. Apparently, it wasn't good enough.
you know that's not what happened.
Well, I'm not getting in this. I know I shouldn't. So, Tandy hand me your hand.
He still like stays really close. He puts his hand on the hilt of his sword.
Excuse me, gentlemen, and what is the meaning of taking Poppy to wherever we're going? It seems a darkened alley, perhaps?
They don't respond.
Sin nudges Leoston. These guys look like trouble.
They are trouble.
I don't think that even if we wanted to, we could deal with them.
Leof nods in agreement. You have no choice. You just have to be prepared.
Tandy, don't these guys look so nice?
Very tall. Just like Leoston.
They
Leoston
look
is
like
nice.
new friends.
Do I get a vibe off these guys?
I love this duality.
Give me an insight check.
Like I'm jokey, haha, but I am also a very intelligent cat.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not. I think they're great.
They certainly seem to be more uptight than anybody. You can't. They're not obviously. It's hard to tell. They didn't immediately attack you guys, which seems to be a good key indicator for not friend. But they're also not very cordial. They are just very official.
Sirs, I just have a quick question, if you don't mind.
They don't respond.
Will you keep Poppy safe? You can just nod.
Eventually, they stop. And they take a position that you could almost swear would be guarding two sides of a door. There is no door. They stand in front of nothing. Both of their eyes look at you, Poppy.
Thank you for leading me here. She gives like a little curtsy. And do I walk in? Okay. She like looks towards the others and kind of like mouths, "I'll be okay."
Okay.
It's fine, okay? Poppy will very nervously, but
Just a second.
but I have to go.
You don't have to do anything, Poppy.
But I want to go.
Just real quick.
Oh,
Just hand me something of yours.
Oh,
I'll give it
okay.
back to you. Okay.
Okay. Why?
Just trust.
Okay, what do I have on my person? Poppy hands him 50 Shades of Drow.
Looks it over and then hands it back.
Oh, you didn't want to read it? Okay.
No, I just
Poppy
like
puts it back in her little satchel. It's like, okay. And she takes a deep breath, tries to be brave, and walks through.
You had no idea what to expect walking between two very tall, armored elves. And in this part of the grounds, it would be like a, slight incline upwards, like before you started seeing the walls about 60 to 70 feet in front of you. But when you pass by the two of them, you are greeted with an invisible sort of, you would think, tapestry, which quickly gives way to a very large tent that is in fact what they are standing in front of. The tent itself makes it all the way from where you're at to the walls of the royal halls and is about 45 to 50 feet wide. There are many, there are a good handful of individuals making their way, sitting at various tables, but in the back, in a very large high-backed chair that would be substitute for a throne being portable, sits your mother.
Poppy sees her and like immediately the thought is run up to her and like I don't know, give her a hug or something, but she remembers her mom's queen. So she gives a curtsy.
As you do, perhaps you break a moment of gaze looking at in her direction, and it's hard to do so as she is remarkably regal and beautiful, resplendent. Um, but as your head rises again to see her in her glory, many of the people that are seated that you can see leave the tent. You are, after a moment or so, to the best of your knowledge, completely alone in this large tent with Queen Sarastra.
Hello.
Come closer, dear.
Okay. Poppy walks a little closer.
Like what? Like 5 feet?
A step. Two, maybe. No, she comes closer until she thinks that like she's like still a little weary, a little like I don't know the protocol sort of situation going on with her. So she stands a little bit a ways, but she does go closer.
How close would you say you are from her?
Um, how big is this area?
So it's about 50 feet wide and about 60 feet deep. It's a big, almost a big square.
Okay, I think she goes to be like 10 feet away.
Okay. Okay.
Which technically is quite a bit, but also just 2 squares.
It is just 2 squares. Meanwhile, outside the tent, well, sorry, Poppy enters in, and as soon as she walks in between the two gentlemen, she's gone.
Are the guys still there?
Yeah.
So how long are we going to wait here until she does and come back before we do something?
I took her book just in case, because I can track it.
That's a relief. All right, at least we have that. Good thinking, son. Are we just going to stand here? Do we follow? I don't know what we should do.
I think for now we'll just maybe we just wait. Maybe she'll come back in a few minutes.
Harsh, is this normal?
Hosh left.
No, wait. Harsh isn't here. Never mind. I'm sorry.
See, wouldn't it be handy to have him around when you have all these weird questions to ask? No, I'm kidding. It is just kind of you four out here, and as you are kind of sitting here wondering what to do, who has the best? Tendi. Tendi, you hear somebody, a voice, go, "Psst." You see a small goblin over by where you once stayed, those 3 little buildings. You are quite far away. It's hard to tell at this distance, but not to say that all goblins look the same, but probably not.
Can't hear Katie.
Sorry, I'm muted. Tandy just goes, "Oh, goblin!" to everyone, just so they are also aware while I put the dog to bed.
Oh, hello, little one.
You guys walk from where you're at.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. So, and again, just to remind you, so the map itself, there's that large open area where the duels usually take place, but the tent itself is kind of in, just to kind of note for you, Poppy, too. That tent is like right in front of the pink tree, between the pink tree and the, that area with all of the columns all over the place where the, it smelled like fox piss.
Love
Just-
that tree.
Yeah, love
So
that
this
tree.
tent is just like she just went in a tent that's just like kind of chilling in the middle of the place.
Mhm.
Okay, I mean, like she can't really go anywhere unless the tent disappears into thin air.
Well, you are quite the expert on Fae.
Leostin's gonna wait outside and let them go deal with the goblin.
Prudence.
Yes, and
I still need to do, but I don't know who to pick.
I would suggest watching some of the people that are practicing. And she seems distracted by the goblin that's still over there, and she's like trying like slowly like walking away. Watch the people who are practicing and pick one that you think is the worst at what your combat skills are, and go from there. Okay, I'm gonna talk to this goblin.
Okay, so sorry, I'm back. Tandy is also going to talk to the goblin.
Hello, goblin.
So you walk over to where the buildings are, the ones that, the lesser guest quarters of which you have stayed before in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time you get there, that goblin has moved.
To where?
You remember the silver tree and the building underneath it?
Can I see the map?
Sure.
Sure.
It's where Leostin and Prudence had the talk in the tree. It's the lover's tree.
Oh, the lover's tree.
K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
Let's go ahead
She'll
and
just keep following the goblin.
Oh, it's so big I can see all of it.
it's fine. There's no secrets on this that you guys know.
I hope it makes you feel better that I immediately averted my eyes like you were a lady undressing.
I appreciate that. I in fact was not undressing. Hand check. Poppy and Prudence. For shame.
For shame.
I'm sorry, I don't have hands.
Alright. Yeah, no, the silver tree is over by the front gate. Remember, it is underneath this large tree with the lights that are in it. It's where there's been a private conversation with Sin and Prudence before, Leostin and Prudence. But instead of inside the building, the goblin seems to run back behind it.
Tenji, I don't want to get too far away. The last time we split up, there was dire consequences.
It seems to be leading us someplace.
How far away am I?
I mean,
Let me rephrase. Do I have the ability to quickly message it before it goes around the side of the building?
yeah.
I would like to message and go, hello, we have to stay close. How can Tandy help you?
I found something you guys want, you guys need.
Goblin says it found something that we need.
All right, how about this? As she like rubs her temples. I'm the quickest. I will run over there. Sin, you stay posted here. Tendy, you follow me only a couple of feet.
Okay.
That way we're always in line of sight with one another.
Okay.
Make sure you can see Leostin, Sin. And then Tendy, make sure you can see Sin. And then Tendy, you make sure you can see me.
Okay.
I will be really quick.
And
then
Tendy is also
she-
very quick.
the goblin has already obviously rounded the corner and is out of sight.
She dashes to get there as quickly as possible.
Tendy will get on all fours and also dash.
Nancy keeps looking back and forth between Leoston and Andy.
He often has his back to the group, watching the tent.
Grumpy old man.
Grumpy.
Prudence, your dash is quick, and Tendy, your your feline agility is second to none. You both round the corner in quick succession, and there is no goblin there that you see.
Do I see
Alright.
anything that's weird from when we were last here?
Sure. Roll a perception check.
I'm gonna roll just so that I can run again, but I have to take some time between, so this is a good time for me to do that.
Nice.
You can see that there's like some new dirt here.
Like someone buried something, like a new mound of dirt.
Upturned or dirt
Oh, I
or,
see.
or new dirt. It's not packed underneath grass. This seems to be less grassy than usual. That's what you see.
Is it at the base of the tree?
It's towards the It's buttoned up against one of the large. You know how trees have those kind of ridges that come down that end up being roots that go deep underground.
Mm.
It's in between two of those.
Tendy can go look and message Prudence.
Alright, just like I said before, we'll make a line, alright? I'll be just right there where I can see you and where I can see Sin.
Tendy's gonna go check it out.
So you get closer to the mound of fresh dirt.
Yes.
Roll me an investigation check since you are checking it out.
No. Stinky roll.
You've seen animals around here. But it seems like you quickly take that idea out of your way, as it seems like maybe a fox burrow hole is elsewhere, undisturbed. But you don't really get the sense of anything about this upturned earth. Just from some kind of investigating around it.
Hang on one second. I'm double checking something.
A second or two goes by,
And
and the earth shifts. A wooden set of planks, revealing a storm door of sorts, opens up with the goblin underneath, kind of just like looking to see if people are coming, and sees you there and goes, "Come on!" and then goes back to shut it.
Tendy messages back to Prudence.
There is small wooden door in ground, and Goblin went down. Should Tendy
Like-
go?
You mean like some sort of hideout?
Tendy messages.
Like trap door, maybe? Like cellar door.
I am very uncomfortable with you going somewhere I cannot follow. But I will leave it up to you.
Sin yells over. Is everything okay?
Sort of, yes, it's fine. For the most part, for now.
Okay, you want me to just stay here?
Yes, please stay where I can see you and where you can see Leofston and where Leofston can see Poppy.
Leofston can't see Poppy.
Leofston is squinting
Uh,
really hard.
I'm gonna look
Bad
at whatever
news,
that is.
guys.
Okay. Real quick, Poppy,
Yes,
you're 10 feet away from the Shadow Fae Court Queen herself, Lady Sarastra. I don't know if you want me to once more describe what she looks like. I can.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, please. Does she look like Poppy?
Let's see. Let me pull up a really good description. Looking for this, looking for this. Okay. Let me make sure that the picture quality is of the right size so I don't receive any ire from, you know. So the first thing that sticks out to you, Poppy, is her hands. In a very tight lattice work, eventually going up her arm into her natural skin, seems to be shadow, or at least something, so dark markings.
Does it look like Poppy's?
Yours is more veiny. There is some very decorative elegance to this versus yours, which is a lot more chaotic.
Wow, she's so pretty.
The dress that she wears, it's you are certain that it is part of it just blurs into night, um, where you would think you would blame your eyes. You are certain that your eyesight is sharp and crisp, and it is the dress itself that is that of a night sky. Her long, bluish black raven hair, kind of wildly tousled behind her, and it is pretty. There's a lot of similarities. Height wise, not a chance, but
Is she tall?
she's tall.
I got my dad's height.
Ah, beans.
Short king, let's go.
And she stands there with a slight smile on her face, and she goes, "Hello. I don't have much time to speak with you.
Okay.
I have heard you have concerns over your hallowed mask.
I kinda. Yeah.
Do you wish it removed?"
I mean, I would love to have it removed, but I not very good at duels.
As you say that and finish that sentence, your vision does blur for a little bit, and
Oh no, I need glasses.
that's only because the darkness that was around your eyes wisps away, and you see it for a second as it goes away. You don't feel any different, but if you had a mirror, you might be able to see that you no longer have your Hallow mask.
Oh wow, this mirror to the right of me is so convenient.
Ah, yes. We
Thanks,
are.
hot mom. Just Prudence.
I'm sorry, she's really beautiful.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna be just like her when I grow up. I'm 22.
Is there a Mr. Sarastra?
There's at least one. Well, there might not be a second Mrs. Sarastra.
I cannot answer many questions I'm sure you have, but I figured if anything, I could at least do you the service of removing that mask, as it seems to be something that is bothering you in regards to dueling, to remove it.
Thank you.
I am unable to do much else. So I hope that you take this token of words are hard for me, Jordan, not the Queen of all Shadowfey.
No, it's fine. Words are hard for Poppy and me. So
They're
you're
so
cool.
similar.
Like
Like Jordan, like Skylar.
take this as a token of affection and
There we go.
appreciation that you have made it here, and your efforts to see me you are doing it the way I would hope you would.
Thank you. What's no, I just I don't know what to say.
Were you about to go, what's the catch, Mom?
No. I was gonna say something, but it immediately left my brain. Oh, good idea. Did you got the gifts that I sent you, right?
I did.
Did you like them, or did you want something else? Did you need anything from me? I'm all ears.
I receive many gifts, but none of which I will
Oh.
remember as best as the ones that you have sent.
Skylar cries.
We have, when you are able to have your correct and understood audience with me, we will have plenty of time to discuss all of the gifts and all of the time that we have lost. But unfortunately, dueling season is upon us, and it is very brief that I was able to hold this audience with some privacy. The ones that you saw leave here were high enough to where they didn't see you, so they understood it as a moment of privacy that I needed.
Oh, okay. Can I ask one more question before I get out of your hair?
Yes, you may.
Why did I end up in Zobek?
Time to go!
Okay, bye.
You are owed a proper answer for that. And that will be when we have our longer privacy. I will give you the answer that you wish.
Oh, okay.
Your friends, I'm afraid, will need your help.
Oh, what they do?
Muffled. I didn't do shit.
I'm just staring at this phone. I still hear you. No, please ensure that they continue as you do to gain status. They all support you, but there have been many things that have come across my ears. And I want you to know that when there is a meeting with all of us, I cannot be so openly kind.
Okay. And I'll look after them so you don't hear as much.
You will need to look at them now. I have been told that there is something afoot.
I left for like not even 5 minutes. Okay.
Welcome to the Shadow Courts, my dear. I love you.
So
Sobbing, crying, banging on my desk.
I'm deleting my meme.
I love you too. Poppy gives a curtsy another one. And we'll head out.
You turn out. Leofton, you're the first one to see her exit the tent without actually appear from thin air once more between the two tall elves. And the Hallow mask on her face is no more. Now, we go back real quick to Prudence and Tendi and and Sin and the goblin.
I was too caught up to even think about what I was gonna do. I got so excited about
Well,
the mom.
you got some time. I have children that apparently don't follow rules of bedtime.
Oopsie poopsie.
They're
Does
getting-
Sin say that Poppy's come out yet?
Yeah, as soon as Poppy shows up, and Sin notices that she's there, that he will look over. She's back.
Okay, I'm going to follow Tendi down this hole. See ya.
Wait. Before, wait.
Prudence runs.
Prudence says later, skater.
Deuces.
Meanwhile, Poppy, I heard there was something happening, and we need to stop it immediately.
I don't know what they're doing, but I was waiting for you.
Leofson's like, Mom, you told me to stay here, and I stayed here.
I am a good boy.
I want to milkshake.
Prudence slides like baseball slides next to you, Tendi, and she looks excited. Are we getting to go down this hole?
If only I
Poppy's
had
out.
a message.
Poppy's
I
out,
should
she's
get
fine.
Hosh. Oh wait.
We can go down the hole together, you and me. Nobody else, that could be mad at me. Or...
How far are we from like everybody else?
Quite
No,
a,
that doesn't matter. No, that
Like,
doesn't
would-
matter. They're so far away, Tendi. They're so far away.
This
They won't
is
get here in time.
this is partially a joke, but partially serious. Am I too far away to message Hush?
how far is message?
I think 30 feet.
Oh,
Hold
yeah.
on. Let me double check. Please hold. $120 feet.
Yes, he is at this point. He is too far.
Okay, let's go.
Okay,
Prudence
Leofson, we need to
opens-
stop them though.
Prudence
What's-
opens the hatch for
I
you.
was-
I think we all know what's about to happen.
Beauty before
No,
age.
it's bad. We need to stop them though.
Sin has no idea what to do. He was told to stay where he's at.
Poppy starts running towards them,
Well, towards
Yeah.
Sin.
towards Sin. Yeah. Where are they? Where'd they go? We need to stop them.
They're behind that over there.
Is there like a ladder, or would we be jumping into darkness, or are we walking downstairs, or?
It's like a dug. It's an earthen slight tunnel that goes into darkness below. You see roots, and part of the one of the large roots of that tree, of the silver tree, and a couple of like stones. So like while this is dug out, this clearly has been made to where people have people have come traversed through this before.
Tendy's gonna light their lantern. Let's go.
Okay. Tendi and Prudence go into the hatch.
Hell yeah. Trouble awaits.
Everyone runs
Danger
up
and
just
adventure.
as the thing closes.
Poppy, you
I
get to
love
you
that.
get to Sin.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you do?
We need to go. We need to go. We need to go. Poppy starts running towards them and kind of just like waving her arms and like a stop, stop, stop,
Where-
stop. Put away.
Where's them?
Do I not see them?
You've been in the tent with your mom this whole time.
Yeah, Sin pointed towards.
Sin, okay, so
Sin is
Sin,
pointing toward the area that they went behind.
okay. Well, I mean, it'll take you a while, but as soon as you round the corner, then if it's pointed out, you see the back of the building underneath the silver tree. You see the silver tree itself.
Do I not see them?
You don't see anybody back here.
Oh, 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 oh.
What did your mother say?
How'd you know I was talking to my mom? That's
Then
such a
you-
good guess.
you
You're
did
so
you
good
just
at
say that?
guessing. No,
What
I
did you
haven't
hear?
said anything.
All right, I'm sorry. Backtrack. Rewind. What is going on? What did you hear?
I was talking to someone and they said that that they were gonna get in trouble and we need to stop them because it could be bad.
And-
And I was told I need to get immediately to my friends.
An errant wind blows,
An errant wind just blew.
and it chills the three
Thank
of you. But you, Poppy, give me a perception check.
Oh, I'm good at those.
Come on, Puffy.
Perception, please.
Hey. Good job.
To you know that you are convinced there is something here, and your convictions are confirmed when you do see the wind blow at just the top of a bit of dirt on a corner of a plank of wood that is hand cut and not natural like a root would be. So you could see just the faintest edge of this wooden hatch.
Oh no. Poppy is going to ask the boys to follow her and head in that direction
Frowningly,
Go.
Austin follows.
to go open it.
Okay.
Sin will come over.
You all proceed to go down the hatch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Prudence and Tendy.
Uh-huh.
It is dark. It is quiet. It is claustrophobic and it is dirty. There is no sign of the goblin, but the trail continues at a much less steep of an incline as going up to the Winter Palace. Stones intermittently are laid out for stepping upon, but there seems to be, uh, residual water and moisture that causes it to be slightly slick. Moss growing on edges of some of the rocks. And maybe at this point, the deeper you get, if you do go deeper, in fact, you start to see some mushrooms and fungi. And it does bend and turn about 15 or so feet ahead to the right.
Tendy does not know where Goblin went.
Yes, this seems a bit like a wild goose chase, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
If they wanted our attention so badly, why are they just gone?
You hear a door shut in the distance.
You see Prudence's ears swivel that direction. Well, Tendy, Prudence looks down at you.
Hmm.
We don't have to follow this road, although. She
Oh, that's
looks
too
down.
bad.
Tendy turns around.
Turns around and want to go back up.
Yeah.
She looks down. Adventure does favor the bold.
Tendy is
too bad.
bold.
Tendy made up mind. Go back up.
Tendy has taken like 4 steps and then stops and turns around and looks at Prudence like, "Excuse me?" and goes,
Tendy is bold.
You are very bold. I wasn't saying that you weren't bold.
Tendy is so bold.
She crosses her arms and looks down the thing. Why don't we think about this logically? You're the smartest person I know. Why would a goblin lead us down here?
Tendy doesn't know.
Well, I can think of one reason. Could be a trap.
Mm. Yes, Tendy thinks maybe this is trap.
Although, why would they show us their secret tunnels?
Oh, because Tendy and Prudence is going into secret tunnels and will not come back out because Tendy and Prudence will die in secret tunnels. So
She,
no
she
witnesses.
laughs at that. That is true. Perhaps
No
we've gotten
witnesses.
ourselves in sort of a pickle here. Can Prudence look around for traps?
You can, yeah. So from where you are at, which is probably, 10, 15 feet from the hatch, and 10 to 15 feet from where the hall turns, and you have Tendy's lantern, which gives light in all directions.
Yes.
Okay. And you have dark vision?
Ooh. Yeah, can I say the thing? I have dark vision.
I have dark vision. Okay, so go ahead and give me a perception check with advantage for the close quarters that you are in and Tendy's lantern.
18.
No, there's no. You don't see any traps, especially with the door. Maybe if you went around the corner to look, but um, you don't see any that are here. By the way, the door opens once more, and you hear like a dragging of like wood on stone.
Stone.
Mhm.
We're not in stone.
It's from the door, like, further down.
There's stone further down.
Mm.
Tendy's gonna kind of like peek around the corner.
I don't immediately see any traps,
You
Tendy.
see a torch. You see torchlight in the distance. It is like another like 60 feet. Once it turns right, it doesn't turn again. It seems to go 60 feet, but you see the edges of this torchlight that's in the room. You know how it kind of like if it's on one of the walls, it shows to a point and then gets and then dim light and then darkness. So you guys are in the darkness part
Mhm.
of it.
So I just see torchlight when I peek around.
hmm
I don't see the door that has been referenced.
No, you see the flickering of a torch and then shadow of a small being. And the scraping of wood on stone.
One
Whatever it
second.
is, sounds heavy.
I have a
Perhaps.
plan. I just need to make sure that I can actually do this plan.
Oh, okay. Let's hear your plan. I love a Tendy plan.
Tendy is going to hand the lantern over to Prudence,
She takes it.
and they're gonna like pretend they're gonna mimic the movement of pushing their sleeves up their arms,
Cute.
and they're gonna take out their lute, and they're gonna strum like a single chord, and then disappear.
Oh,
I've cast invisibility. I'm gonna go down there.
I don't think Prudence has ever seen you do this before.
You gave me the lute.
Oh my
Oh, that's great.
god.
Look at Poppy.
What? Okay, so you use your magical item that you had received.
Mhm.
Smart girl.
You wanna like that because
Oh, sorry.
it's a very new
Yeah.
thing.
Is it this thing? There's a new button,
It's
and
the
I think the button
ludicrous.
shares it.
No, yeah,
Ludicrous.
Sorry.
the ludiforce.
Sorry.
I got it. I found
As
it.
you disappear, you hear Prudence whisper after you, "Be careful."
Tendy will be right back.
You whispering breaks. No, it doesn't break it.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
I already looked.
So
I'll come beat you up.
you go invisible and then you head down. Well, again, it's like maybe that's the decline. It's not very steep, but you head down closer to the torchlight,
Mhm.
closer to this stone room.
Do invisible creatures cast shadow?
No.
Okay. What do I see?
We will get to that in a second. By now, obviously, Poppy, Sin, and Leofston have gotten You have you've gotten to the place, figured out that there's nobody here, and you noticed the hatch, and you said you were all going in, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
Poppy will go first.
There are stones laid out. It does look hand dug. You see some of the roots, and it descends about 10 to 15 feet down before it kind of levels off for a bit.
Well, this is bad. This is very, 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 very bad.
Is it super dark down here?
It is very dark down here. You
Poppy,
do hear
Poppy,
the sound of wood scraping on stone.
Oh.
What is the matter, Poppy?
I think that they're in trouble. We shouldn't be down here.
We'll find them. They're not that. It shouldn't be that far.
Poppy will activate her light up Skechers.
I forgot about the light up Skechers. They're the best part of the fancy outfit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy.
As they're going, Leosin takes out his sword. Also, I have night vision. I have 120 feet of dark vision.
Are there any like tracks around or anything that show that Tendy and Prudence were recently here?
That would be a survival check. And hold on. Is there a light source?
Yeah. Just light up Skechers.
Okay.
Truly, it is the closest light source.
And it's
These are a,
close.
Yeah, I
a
mean,
legitimate
if you
thing
want
she
to go
has,
to a
not a joke.
rave, yeah. Is there a reason why they're light up schedule? Is it something? Is there
No,
actual?
I cast light on my shoes because
Okay.
Poppy doesn't have dark vision.
I appreciate the joke. I'm like going, no, light up sketchers were more like da 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 da, and it's hard to see. But okay, I got it. Okay.
Hold on, I think Sin wanted to say something.
Yes.
Poppy, I can track them.
Yeah, you're good at this. Do it, please.
Sin wants to
I'll
get
cheer you on from the side.
All right.
wants
With
to use locate object, and he's gonna look for Prudence's staff. Do you have her staff on you?
Angie.
Oh, I nodded. I'm sorry. He was looking at me, so I nodded.
locate object would be you did locate object on something of Poppy's, right?
I didn't actually cast locate object on Poppy's book. All I did was look at it so that I could familiarize myself with it.
Okay. So then you probably did not cast locate object on Prudence's staff.
You don't have to cast it on the object in person. You just have to be familiar with the object.
Okay.
Are Prudence's legs technically an object, or is that part of her person?
Wow. Are you
Wow.
objectifying Prudence?
Also,
Yes, first
are you
of all.
saying that Sin stares at her legs a lot?
No, I'm just like for the sake of, because you could always find somebody if you were trying to find something that is physically a part of them. But I imagine that per the rules, that is absolutely not an object. That is
Okay.
a person.
So you still have to cast the spell, right?
Correct.
Okay. You cast the spell and you are aware that the spell didn't work.
Well, damn.
So where are they? Do you know everything about them, including their social security number now?
It didn't work.
Oh. Why not?
It normally works, but I can normally track an object, but it's not working.
Okay. Plan B, which was technically A, which was my original idea. Looking
Can-
for where they went.
Yeah, so go
Can
ahead.
I hear them talking, Jordan?
Hold on, it's not your turn.
Sorry.
Sin, go ahead and give me a survival check with advantage.
You got this. I cast guidance.
At this point, I want you, everyone should know
23.
Nice.
job.
Very well done.
What, +4 actually.
27. You are both standing in the same spot. And Prudence, to answer your question, no, you can't hear them. Sin, you see small goblinoid footprints that head down this way, but you do not see cat prints or the signature mark of Prudence's footsteps.
Okay, Sin will follow the prince. He'll look
Oh.
back at the other two. I, I see something. Maybe this will take us someplace where we can find them.
Oh, okay. Are they Tindy's paw prints?
No, it's they taste of goblin.
Tasted
These are goblin prints.
what? They're not goblins though.
Right, but they were looking for the goblins. So
What goblin?
we saw a goblin earlier.
And you taste it just because?
Well,
It's fine. We'll talk about it later. We need to go. We need to go.
hey. Sin will follow the tracks.
Okay.
Yes, we'll follow them.
You all turn another 15 feet ahead. You see it turns, and you can see torchlight coming from way about 65 or so feet. There seems to be a room that opens up. You see the ceiling of this room, so it clearly drops down. But the walls and the ceiling themselves are stone, and you see the flickering firelight and a shadow in the room. Struggling to move this whatever it is, wood on stone. We go back to Tendi and Prudence. Tendi, you get to you. How close do you get to the opening, the room opening?
I want to be able to get a better sense of what is inside, so probably pretty close. Can is the torch that I'm seeing inside the room?
Yeah.
Can I look inside from outside? Not like poke my head in, but I want to see what I can see from that torchlight.
Yeah, you can see. I mean, so you can tell again that you're right up against the ceiling. So it's about 5 or 6 feet down. There's the floor. So all considering, it's probably about like a 11-foot high room. It's definitely longer than it is wide. You can see 15 feet is where the wall is, and kind of close to that is where the torch is, and it leads off to another door, a wooden door that is closed. Um, the You can see you see the goblin trying to, like, at one point push this large wooden box, but then go around and, like, it gets caught on like a loose, like, not a loose, but not a very uneven cobblestone, and then it, like, has to try to pick up the thing and move it just over it so it can then waddle back around and push the box again until it catches on yet another bit of cobblestone. It is a very tedious process. It would probably be much easier. Would the goblin be maybe a power lifter, or if the goblin had some help moving this large crate?
Tendy's gonna message that back to Prudence.
She'll say, "Do you want to help them? Do they look aggressive?"
No, Tendy doesn't think so. Tendy wants to help.
Is it the same goblin you saw before?
It is, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm coming down. Wait for me.
Tendy is, while
go ahead.
that happens, Tendy is gonna. Are there like traps or anything in the room? Now that Prudence has mentioned traps, Tendy is now very worried about traps.
Okay. traps come in all shapes and sizes. So
Do I perceive anything about
look, yeah, go
this
ahead and give me
room?
a look around the room. Give me a perception check.
Oh dear.
I mean, there's no immediate dangers that you can see.
Okay. I have to remember to roll it in the icky tower. I've been avoiding it because it's gross.
Yeah. Orange and brown. Very fall, I get that. Not the vibe right now.
It's a vibe with Tendy's dice, but not with anyone else's, I imagine.
Okay, well, Prudence, you quickly catch up.
Hello. Is it a girl goblin or a boy goblin? Sir, ma'am.
It's hard to tell, but it's a boy goblin. They go, ah! Oh, good. Can you help, please?
Sure. What is it exactly we're helping with?
I found something, and it is heavy, so it has to help. It has to be good for you guys, right?
Sure.
my
Is
God.
there any particular reason you're trying to help us? What's your name?
Art.
Art.
No.
I'm Prudence.
R.
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 R. R.
R.
Like a pirate. R.
Does he do that in character?
He does. And then he realizes he is like covered now in sweat. It's been only maybe a minute and a half, but this goblin's putting their back into it for sure.
Can I lift it up on my own?
Do you go down into the room?
Yes.
Tendy, do you go down into the room?
Yes.
Okay. You go down to the room, nothing happens. Except that you don't see where you came from. The hole. It is just a stone wall where you come out of.
Is there another way out of this room?
There's a door, yeah.
Prudence,
Yes, Tendy.
where did Hole go?
Oh, perhaps it's an illusion?
It's
Just
still-
like with
Mm-hmm.
Poppy earlier?
Mm-hmm. Still there.
Is he lying?
Put your
There's
hand through
you
the
could do an
wall.
insight check, or you could put your
I-
hand where you came out or you came in. That would be an investigation check while you investigate the area you crawled out of.
Hang on one
Does
second.
Tendy have the ability to tell when people are lying out without having to roll?
I
Oh, yeah.
swear I have something with my God thing where I just say, "Are they lying?" and you have to say yes or no. But I don't know.
You do.
Yeah.
They're not lying.
Okay.
But the way to
I trust them.
investigate an illusion would be an investigation check.
I don't need to investigate it though. If Tendy gets the sense immediately, this is not a lie, then they just trust that person.
We hope that your dragon god continues to give you such a good, useful ability.
Grandpa is a
Can-
good boy.
Grandpa.
Can I lift this chest on my own?
Give me a strength check. But as you do, we go back to Leofston, Poppy, and Sin.
So, the goblin's going this way, and they were following a goblin. So it must be good
You don't.
or correct.
Yeah, you don't hear any exchanges. Just the work of a goblin moving something heavy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to listen. So
Oh,
just
I'll be quiet. Okay.
no, just maybe
Just tell me
maybe
to
a
shut up
whisper.
next time.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Sin puts his hand out to stop the other two behind him. And then Sin looks to Poppy and Leofston and moves his eyes to let them know that there's somebody in front of us.
Okay.
Leofston like gestures with his hand, like still holding his sword, but he kind of does like the fishing thing where it's like small fish or big fish. Like, does it sound like a big thing or a small thing?
Sin gestures with his fingers, just small.
Leofston nods.
Leofston, do you have a dagger on you?
Pop quiz, Kelly.
Pop quiz. You have 5
On-
seconds. 5.
I mean, on
4.
his gear, he usually. Oh, no, I think he would have like a little utility, like camping knife. I guess is Siak.
You should still have the knife that Sin gave you earlier.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, then I don't ask that question. I grab out the knife that I kept from Sin for some reason.
When she does, Leosin reaches down and like adjusts her hold on it, and is like swing from
Oh,
your shoulder,
I'm not
from your.
supposed to hold the blade directly. Okay.
Does Sin
No.
see the goblin, or are we just hearing the goblin?
I mean, I haven't heard anybody moving forward at this point.
We're moving forward.
Okay, we're
We
moving forward.
move forward.
Okay. You reach toward the end of the tunnel. How far before the tunnel do you stop?
Sin stops about a foot before that happens, just so he can look around.
Okay, that would put you in some torchlight. You would be probably seen.
Okay, that's
Okay.
fine.
Give me a perception check.
Him or all of us.
He said he's looking into
Okay.
the room.
I thought I had
Oof, I am
invisibility for
re-rolling
a
that.
second. Oof. Rosalina that has invisibility.
Our queen.
Nice.
Okay, it's a 21.
Yeah, it is a pretty basic looking room. There's some benches, maybe some cupboards in the back, but it seems like there's this large wooden crate that is probably about 3 times as wide as this goblin is, and about 2 times as high. And this one small goblin is trying to lift it up over a taller cobblestone, at just enough to get back around, and then continue to push it closer to where this is. You see a door. Again, the room is longer than it is wide, and it drops down. It's 11-foot room. There's a door that is shut with wood and metal rivets, but other than that, it seems like the goblin is still moving this thing closer. He's about not even halfway.
Okay,
in the
so
room.
but Sin looks around. He doesn't see any other goblins, just this goblin, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so Sin will nod at the other two and to follow, and Sin will round the corner and speak up. Excuse me.
Do you come out of the hole?
Yes.
Tendi and Prudence, you see Sin coming out of this wall, and then Sin, you then see Prudence and Tendi all of a sudden as you have stuck your head outside of the of this hole, and you come down and you say, "What was it you're saying?"
Excuse me.
Tandy gently touches Sin's arm, like a little tap tap, but they are invisible.
Oh, hello, Sin.
That is true. Thank you.
Sin is startled by the random touching.
Leosin, I think he's being attacked.
Oh no, let's do it. Roll initiative, everybody.
You found us. That was really quick.
Leostin comes out next and kind of just like keys a big sign, puts his hand on his heart, and then starts looking around rapidly. He doesn't see Tendi.
Tandy goes and taps on his leg.
He grunts and like turns around with his sword out.
Hello.
Oh,
Thank you for the loot.
Turns back around and puts his sword away. Trying his best.
Oh,
It's
it's clear.
He nods and like gestures. We found them.
Where's Tendi?
Who's Tendi?
Why is Tendi?
Good question.
Why?
I am
is
wise.
Tendi? Prudence, you can't lift
Honestly,
this thing.
how is Tendi?
Damn it.
How are you, Tendi?
You guys like come in and you see Prudence like pink face trying to lift this thing on her own.
Is that
It's
canon
just-
that you asked Tandy how they are?
Yeah, absolutely.
A disembodied voice from near the goblin goes,
Tendi is fine. Thank you for asking.
Sucker.
Do you need help?
No, I don't need help. I can lift it on my own.
its face goes a bit pale. What that voice?
It's
Yeah.
just Tendy. Or
Leofton's watching Prudence. He just crosses his arms and leans his shoulder against the wall and just watches.
it's really not that heavy.
I can tell.
Well, we'll be over here if you need any assistance.
Oh. Sometimes I
Or-
like to make voices. Don't think too deeply into it.
So,
Where's,
R.
where is your cat friend and your shadow fae man?
Oh fuck! Did we leave Hush?
Yes.
Hush wasn't with us the entire time.
Yeah,
so
Hush.
Oopsie
Yeah.
poopsie.
Hush left.
Leofton narrows his eyes. How do you know we are with the Shadow Fae?
You all slept in the rooms. Your first night.
Mm-hmm.
Did you not?
No, we did all. You're right.
Whew. Can you help me lift this, please?
Why are we
Yes.
down here?
Prudence is doing just fine.
But, and she puts up her hand so everybody. I asked you a question. Oh, why are you helping us, Ah?
I wants to help because dueling season has started, and ours never seen. And he like points to most of you, not really so much Poppy. And maybe help is good, not never bad help.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yes, of course. I'll help you carry this. She looks over at Sin kind of sheepishly and she goes, Sin, if you don't mind taking the other side.
Okay.
Carrie, you can lift this off the ground?
I can certainly try.
Whew.
Can Sin and Prudence carry it together?
Sure. We'll have one of you make a strength check with advantage,
You do it, Sin.
and don't forget, use your back. Lean with your use your legs.
We're doing those with athletics, or are we doing it with just a strength check?
Strength check.
with advantage.
Indy, where are you?
Tendy gently touches Poppy's hand and holds it.
Okay.
Nope, I'm gonna use inspiration.
This is bad. We need to leave. Tendy was scared of traps, so Tendy is hiding. Good plan, but we need to leave. Why? Because I was told it's bad. By who?
Good God, that's 10.
It's a really heavy chest, man.
It's a crate, yeah, and this thing is not budging.
Oh, what's
My
in
mom.
here?
I don't know.
Perhaps it would be easier if we opened it and carried it piece by piece.
I just remove it because I can stand on it and I can go back out the hole. And you look, and sure enough, judging by the size of the goblin, there's not really a way for him to get back through the way that he came out.
Sweet boy.
I've never been down here before.
Really? We've never been down here before either.
Where is here? Someone ask. Where is here? Someone ask.
It's somewhere under the Winter Palace.
We need to leave.
I don't.
Prudence wants to take a closer look around with Tendy's lantern like held up. Is there like anything like inscribed on the walls or on the floor or any statues?
No statues, nothing inscribed. But go ahead and give me a perception check. We'll see what you get.
"22."
The thing that stands out as probably concerning, the door that is in this room that leads out of this room. There's no other doors. This is like a storage room of sorts, you would guess. The door itself on this side of the door, there's traps. It is a trapped door.
Oh. Nobody go near that door. It is trapped. That goes for you too, do not go near that door.
No, it's gonna go back out the way I came.
Okay, good.
Could maybe this has world's phase heaviest thing in box. Could you just lift R back up?
Oh, sure. Yes, of course. She lifts him.
You
Thank you for helping.
kind of hold
You're
him.
very sweet.
You hold him, and he goes, oh, sure. If there's anything, helpful in here, I, it's not mine, but you can have it. And as he's kind of in between the stone, he goes, if you're wanting to duel, Sir Ingress the Red, he could be helpful if you're good at dueling. And he goes, bye. Also, I'm really sorry. I did it. And he runs into the tunnel.
No.
Leostin just slowly turns and stares at Prudent.
Yeah, Sin has giant eyes right now.
Why are you staring at me? I came down here to help this goblin.
Tendy's
Why'd
gonna
you go
jump up
alone?
and tap the wall where the hole is. Is the hole still there?
Nope. A voice comes from where you cannot see, but it is no doubt in this room.
It's in the walls.
Is it in the walls?
Do you know how hard it is to get all of you in one? Where's the cat?
The cat's not here.
She's not here.
That's a really funny joke. I know she's here. They're here. Where's the Shadowfae though?
He is also invisible.
You're
Puppy.
really bad at lying.
No, I'm really good actually. I have a +9 to my deception, so it's weird that I'm not able to roll.
Well,
He is all.
Fucking got him, dude.
Got him.
that makes so much sense. I am glad that
Mary?
you're using your ability to lie to those who need to hear it. I, on the other hand, don't need to hear it.
Okay, then don't hear it. Just leave.
This is really nice and all, but we need to get going.
Maybe we should just ask what he wants.
There you
I think he
go.
can hear you, son.
That's a bit more reasonable, I think. Trust me, I don't really need all of you here, but I figured it would be nice that you all were here. Again, if you are invisible, I can see you, so where is the Shadowfae? Isn't he one of your friends?
No, he's not. We hate him.
Oh, good. You know, maybe it was for the best. Look, I need to talk with her.
Who?
And you all need to help her.
Who are you referring to?
The one who says she can lie really well to her patron.
But you're not.
Who's the better liar? And you see from it coming out of invisibility a very strange looking thing. It has large, decayed looking, tattered wings, large wings. It has horns atop its head, glowing bright blue fire for eyes, like not like there's sockets for sure, and and that glow proceeds to be just in their head, as through their mouth as they speak and through their nostrils, this light shows. They their arms of muscle and sinew go down to long claws where the light continues to glow. The spikes along their back go into a long tail that seems to be enshrouded in a mist, in some sort of smoke around their legs, and their haunches themselves are on have that sort of the backwards leg thing.
Digigrade.
Digigrade, thank you.
Digimon.
Digital monsters.
Digimon. Digimon.
Oh my god. Are you a patron, you said?
Yes, I am. I have the wonderful privilege of being Miss Poppy's patron. Where she gets her. You've ever wondered where she's able to do her scary face or her perhaps shadowy abilities? That does, in fact, come from me. Now, we'll start with the deceit. You're so good at lying, little Poppy. But you weren't always. The woman by the river, the sickle. Do you remember this?
Could I forget?
Good. I don't know where we went wrong with you thinking what you thought. And I'm too busy to chase down something like that, but not too busy to let you know when you have crossed our agreement. We have a pact. I know you made it with the woman. Woman was me. It's always been me. The room seems to get colder and darker.
He doesn't have a scared face on here. That's not bonkers. It's not emoting correctly.
Did it say that it could see Tendy?
Mhm.
Yeah. Stop smiling, Poppy. God.
Yeah, says Poppy.
What are your intentions?
Oh, well, not to harm, unless need be. There's always been a particular thing I like about Poppy. What do you go by now? Honey Blossom still?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of things that originally made me take a particular liking to Poppy. Her overall positive demeanor now has sort of shifted into naivety of a rather annoying variety, but nonetheless. Doesn't matter how she acts, it is when she is supposed to act and how she is supposed to provide. And I'm sorry, but you haven't been providing.
Poppy does mental math. And that's when she realizes.
It's been too long.
Prudence also goes, oh fuck.
So
For what?
that's why I'm here. Because you might not be able to do this on your own. And I notice in my observations that you have friends of yours that seem to have your back. Willing to help you out. Am I wrong in this assessment?
You are not wrong.
Good. Just so I can have my fun. Because again, wasn't planning a trip to come here, and it was a lot to put all this together.
Oh, it's beautiful. I could tell you worked real hard on it.
Prudence.
It looks like just a generic storage room. Probably one from a place that I raided thousands of years ago. Regardless, he kind of walks like it's like imagine a death claw with wings.
Hello.
Very good. Is he real big?
He's big.
Okay.
He is. Yes,
Like
he is
hot egg?
Big for like Poppy or big for everybody?
big for everybody.
Okay.
It's more the
'Cause
wing.
everyone's big
It's
for
more
Poppy.
the wings. Obviously, are like scraping the top of the ceiling, like clear easily. Even when they're like tucked in, they're still like a good 2 or 3 feet, maybe a foot or two above his head, above his horns. But um, I believe that there's a consequence that needs to happen, and I know, and I've heard, and I've seen that you will attempt to try to talk me out of it. Say that there's clearly something that needs to be something, anything, everything is negotiable. It's not. So unless you feel like wasting your breath and wasting your time, then I will go ahead and continue and let you get right back to enjoying. I didn't realize that your mother was who she is. I didn't realize all of you are who you are. And before you get mad at Poppy, she didn't share anything with me. I just have the ability to know through her. What she knows, I know.
At that, Lee Austin steps forward and says, "Then you know we have more to offer."
He kind of, for something that looks so dreadfully horrifying, looks over casually with a leaned head at Poppy and was like, is he going to do the thing where they talk me about offering more?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Austin. It's
He
not
looks
worth it.
kind of stares at Poppy, but he nods, trusting her that not to argue.
His clawed fingers motion for you to come up to him.
Poppy does.
Good.
Tendi is still holding Poppy's hand.
I would hate to have made a show of force. Rather unnecessary. Show me your hands.
Poppy lets go of Tendy's hand and takes the gloves off and hands them to Tendy for showing the hands. Tendy grabs them. They're white. I don't want them touching the ground.
Tendi holds them.
Gloves just floating in the air.
No, they go away. Anything I'm holding disappears.
Oh no, Tendy immediately got rid of the gloves.
Oh no!
Poppy has no object permanence. It's true.
His large hand that could easily any one of you just palm and move sits before you in a large splayed out manner, where the center of his hand, among the abyss of dark skin, is that bluish flame-like glow, and he he gestures for your hands to be on over his, which basically would take your whole arms to be able to like cover um, the width and area of his hand.
Poppy does so, but she has a bit of a tremble to them, and she tries really hard to make them stop.
What's trembling?
Her hands,
Oh,
they're
okay.
shaking. She's
Okay.
scared. Understandably so, hopefully.
Not taking any second of time more than necessary. The moment your hands and your arms are over his hand lights up, and it doesn't hurt, but the blue flame sort of engulfs your arms, and more speedily, very visibly, the dark skin shoots up to your shoulders. Now, and just as quickly as it is, the flame goes away. Doesn't hurt, and your hands, you stop shaking. You feel the same right before, and you feel like your arms should be shaking, but they are not.
What have you done to her?
He stands back up to his full height and he goes, "That is official pact business, I'm afraid. And for those who don't know, that is only a need-to-know basis from me.
He makes
Perhaps,
a snarled face and looks away.
perhaps if you help our dear sweet Poppy, maybe I could be swayed."
What is it that we have to do?
Poppy, I will permit you to tell your friends the first line of our pact. I know, Skylar.
And where can this be
Skylar, like, got
found?
it. I read it out loud. No, so it's the one where, actually, you know what? I'll send it to you.
Please do.
I will just send it to you so you can say it out loud, and it doesn't have to be from the lips of
No, you should do a
of this
Poppy,
guy,
like your best Poppy impression.
right?
Okay.
This is from the notes that I had done.
Yeah. Okay. Come on, computer, you got this.
It's there.
It's just a picture.
I can... Oh my goodness. It's
Okay.
okay. Go ahead.
Every 30 days.
Do I read it exactly?
No,
'Cause
no,
the-
you'd read it how it would be now.
Every 30 days, I send the soul of an intelligent creature to you.
Yeah, we're gonna need to fix that. I'm going to make an edit. And as he does so, you feel something inside change slightly. But you also feel something change slightly in him. Give me a intelligence
Oh no.
check.
Mm,
Hey, I believe in you. You got this.
I don't. I got a 5.
Oh,
I'm
whoopsie
gonna use
doodle.
my inspiration.
There you go.
Okay.
Try again.
Good
Come
time
on,
to
plus
use it.
0, you got this. Fuck! 4!
Mm,
Can we
you should have
a
guidance.
5 and a 4 together means 54. Can we go by Skylar logic?
I think it means 9.
You get the sense that maybe you would have been able to learn something about this entity with during this brief change and shift. There was a brief window where you feel like there was something you could have been able to grab, useful or not, hard to say. But that
Oh, if only I didn't
quickly
waste all my good rolls with Rosalina last session.
that
Ah.
window quickly shuts as he goes, thinking, I don't think you did this on purpose, but coming to the Shadow Realm, time works a bit differently.
How so?
Now it's a week. Every week, I need what you promised.
Just here or still back in Midgard too?
There isn't anywhere you can go that I will not be able to be there. And if you
No,
do,
no, I
please let me
mean, would
know.
it be a week on Midgard too? You said time works differently. Is it a week here because it's a month there, or is it a week here and a month there?
A week here.
What is? How
Okay, but
long
you
is a
didn't
week
answer
here?
my question.
7 days here. Who knows? Maybe if you do listen and do provide for once, maybe I'll lighten the leash a little bit when you get back to the mortal realm.
You still didn't answer my question, but that, you know what? It's
I'm
gone. It's
If you're
lost.
looking
I don't
for an
think you're gonna
answer of
answer it.
what the time difference is, that's not on me to tell you.
No, I mean, if I go back there, will it still be a 7 days thing, or will it go back to the 30 days?
It is 7 days no matter where you are until I
Okay, that's
feel
all I needed to know. It didn't have to be this difficult.
you find your throat tightening up and you are unable to speak at this point.
Thank God, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad.
Well, keep digging. Now for the rest of you. Some of you may not like the fact that you are needing to assist our dear sweet Poppy in what she has agreed upon. She has used these benefits, these boons that I have bestowed far too long without an appropriate compensation. So again,
What is it that she has to do?
She has to give him a soul. Not
of
from an animal, an intelligent soul.
Every week.
You have to murder someone.
if it becomes unfortunate that you have to, surely there are other people that are finding themselves in the way of demigods.
Have you been murdering people?
Can't hear you.
Have you been murdering people?
Poppy can't speak right now, but also technically, all of us have. So only when you guys do.
You see her probably maybe mouth the word yes or no, but you don't hear any voice come from Poppy.
Listen, this entity wouldn't be here if she had been killing people.
Oh, that sounds so dreadful. Forgive me. It's been a while that I've interacted with mortals, and I forget sometimes my manners. Causissier.
Causes.
And if someone were to spell that name,
Oh, I've
how
got the
would they
spelling
read
and the
it?
pronunciation right here for you, boo boo.
Thank you. Oh my god, it's an
Fuck
X.
off. I'm never getting inspiration.
How do you expect us to spell things correctly when you do this shit?
Listen, this is a entity, a patron which you're getting your power from. It can't be Dan.
Okay,
Can
have
it
you
be Dan? Hold up.
Can you can you get have you
I'm
considered
gonna.
Danielle?
Have you
Yes.
considered Sissy?
Next game, there's gonna be someone like I want to be a warlock,
Please
and my
hold.
patron is gonna be Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yeah, and he's just like a little like surfer boy.
Give me like 5 minutes, please. I'm making a meme.
That's a gnarly Eldritch Blast, my dude. Way to go.
Yes. Hello.
What's up?
Well,
What
you
if
really
Kush was a
rode the
fucking
waves
warlock
there.
patron?
Oh
I
no.
would be happy.
Any
That would be
hoozle.
great.
Pause year. I'm sure we don't need to tell you our names.
No. But I can tell you what I've done. Poppy, I know you can't reply. Those arms are mine. I permit you to use them when it is appropriate. But if there are things that I don't want you doing with my arms, then I will gladly take back control to do what I need, to get what I need. And I will be more than happy to spread that to other parts.
Sin looks around at everybody, not understanding everything. It's spreading.
She wants power. She has it. But what cost? It will spread to the rest of her appendages, and if she doesn't continue to provide what was agreed upon, when it was agreed upon, now with the increased frequency to make up for lost time, then she is mine. Toe to tip. I don't know if I've ever had a demigod before under my control, but I can imagine it would be quite lucrative.
Prudence is just shaking her head.
He kind of waves a hand, and you feel that sort of hold on your throat go away, Poppy.
Stays quiet.
I can't wait to see what I'm going to be owed. But for now, I have spent too much time in this realm, so I shall take my leave. I revel in the possible questions you have, because I know you've never seen anyone like me. You haven't heard of anyone like me. And you haven't dealt with anyone like me. And I don't mean that as a threat. I will enjoy watching your minds trying to wrap around what and why. And if you don't, I will be so dreadfully bored.
Is it a thing? Do people ever break their pacts with their patrons? Is that something that I would have heard of?
Mm,
I don't think I, out of character, have ever heard of it, but would Tandy know anything about this?
give me a quick Arcana check.
Oh no.
You got this.
Do I?
You don't got this. I take it
Oh,
back.
That's
puppy.
half.
Bad rolls tonight.
That's half a tendy. That is a 5, boys.
If you don't currently know, but perhaps you need to outsource and talk to other magic users.
Oh no, I have to research something? Oh
Oh
no.
no.
Ah,
Tindy
beans.
hates doing
To
that.
help my
God.
friends? Oh gosh.
Oh golly gee.
A wise man once said, beans.
Now, I will say I'm not without wanting to give you all the respect you need with one perhaps final thing before I leave. So, to give you the last word, if it were to be, do you have anything?
I know that I should.
God, I know what Skylar wants to say, but Poppy wouldn't say it.
Prudence will say something.
Oh, hold on. Hold the phone.
Does Tindy want to say something?
Tendy isn't sure if Tendy wants Prudence to say something, considering the last thing Prudence said made Leofston go, Prudence.
Yeah, everybody's always yelling at Prudence.
It's fine because Poppy's about to get yelled
Are
at.
you
So
gonna stop her or what?
Nope, Leo's not gonna stop
Nah.
it.
I was talking to Katie.
No, I'm trying to think of something that I can ask. This is a big dude, and I feel like he has a lot of information, and he's gonna go away. We're never gonna talk to him again. So I'm trying to think of something.
He reaches for something in the meantime on top of a nearby cupboard.
It's a Mountain Dew.
it's. I was gonna say it's like a jar of jelly he's gonna spread.
Grip it and rip it, baby. Now it's a small glass vial.
Little glass vial.
Little glass vial.
Prudence says,
Say it. Say it. Say it.
just wait. Right. Prudence says, what happens if we want to break your pact? Is there some sort of payment, equal exchange to free her? She
Ooh.
couldn't have made this agreement with you when she was nothing but a child.
And where were you to protect her?
I was a child myself.
What is that? A few handfuls of years?
Answer the question.
Well, to answer your question respectfully, I believe that there's no we about breaking the pact at all. It is only if she breaks the pact. And if she breaks the pact, then there are consequences. It's the thing about things. When they're official and they are down and they are concrete, you just can't go changing them if they're inconvenient.
What are the consequences?
She will be mine. Under my complete control.
But what if we just negotiate something better?
We're back to the negotiating thing. You are very persistent on this. So perhaps he looks at you, Poppy. Perhaps you have some good friends on your side. I'm not amicable to it right now, Sin. But perhaps I could be swayed after actually getting, on a consistent basis, what was bound to be provided. But I'm also not going to leave you empty-handed, dear sweet, innocent, naive Poppy. His finger extends and is about to touch your forehead.
Poppy instinctually moves back away from it.
Okay. His hand stops moving. His finger elongates.
Ooh,
No.
can we not do that
Hot.
instead?
Wolfie
Like,
poofy.
Where'd that finger go, though?
ew. Oh.
And it's very brief, but there's just if you want to avoid it, I will give you a dexterity save.
I imagine that she can't avoid it. So I'll just let it happen.
Okay.
Ugh.
Okay. The tip of his claw just touches your head briefly, and there's like a black light that kind of, and you sort of look as the kind of darkness kind of clears. You look around and you see things slightly different. You look.
What?
Who do you look at first?
I think I look at Tindy first.
You look at Tendi.
She's naked.
Wait, they always are.
You look
This
at
is not news.
you look at Tendi. Give me a knowledge nature.
Roll nature?
Roll nature
Okay.
with advantage. Sorry.
Oh, with advantage. Nature. I'll just roll again a second time. Ooh, 21.
21.
Nice.
Work.
I know nature.
It sickens you to your stomach, but you are certain Tendi would make a great sacrifice. Who do you look at next?
I cover my eyes.
Mm.
Poppy?
You don't like your gift? It's helpful. That's what the goblin said. Wanted to give you something helpful. Now there won't be a question whether or not this particular soul meets the criteria we've set. Or these souls, because there will be more than one. And there is also one more thing. This one might be a little bit worse. Rest assured, did I not hurt you?
Fine.
She's fine. He extends the vial out to you and goes, we have to clean something up. And I know you know now what that something is. So please, you can either do it right now, and I'd prefer right now, or when you feel it's best. I'll know either way. But you know what needs to go in this. And he hands you the vial.
Is it empty?
It is empty.
Okay.
You do know what it is. You've seen it before. I believe especially you've seen it before, right?
Wait, I'm confused now. I know what you're talking about, but you said it's empty. Is it not in there already? Do I have to fill it up with something?
You have to fill it up with something, but you get this sort of magical sense from this. You're familiar with a memory filter, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yep.
What do I fill it up with?
A memory.
Oh my God! I was like, I don't understand what.
It if you
I
re-
know what
I-
this
I-
is, but I
yeah,
don't understand.
yeah,
No, I
if
get it
you
now.
remember now, it's essentially we could say you've known what, even the moment before he handed you this vial.
Yeah, Skylar's just slow right now because trying to feel emotions while also feeling a lack of emotions.
Prudence.
Yes, Poppy.
You know I love you, right?
I'm a little unsettled. She stands up.
Do you trust me?
Yes, I trust you.
Poppy does whatever needs to be done.
Prudence is dead.
Prudence died.
The end.
Here's your
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
intelligent creature.
No,
Poppy's the big bad now.
She was so
do
intelligent.
you want me to narrate it, Skylar?
Ooh,
Yes,
narrate it.
because I don't know how
Okay.
to do that.
Make it
She-
juicy, Jordan.
She lifts this vial up towards your face. It is an empty vial. She looks at you, and the long, dark, and black skin. And give me a quick medicine check, Prudence.
Sure. Medicine. Boop. 23.
You've seen what necrosis or what necrotic damage is. It's a form of that. It's not dry. It's not like life has been sucked from it. It's still the juicy tenderness that is Poppy's, arms and everything, but just the skin looks like just a slate gray sort of blackish necrosis, as if, maybe not the blue of frostbite, but like it looks like a healthy but completely dead arm. Well, both arms.
Prudence will gently wrap her hand around her elbow.
Poppy flinches.
She'll quickly let go then.
But Poppy is doing this at a sort of quick pace of putting it up to your lips. What do you do?
What do I need to do, Poppy?
Does Poppy know what? Because I got the memories in, but I don't know how I get memory out.
Well, you
No.
got memories out of it, but getting memories in.
Oh yeah, the opposite way.
Yeah,
Sorry, brain no work.
You're good. It just needs to like a glass. It just needs to touch the lips.
She just brings it to your lips and then makes them touch.
Do you allow this, Prudence?
Yeah, but as she does it, she looks at Lee Austin.
Okay.
Just in case
Okay.
something bad happens.
I mean, for everyone that's there, you can all see that there is some sort of like, when you breathe into a glass vial and it kind of fogs up with the hot breath and everything. It's like that, but a little more smoky. Nothing hurts. It's very instantaneous. The cap, like Poppy, whether you do this or he does this for you, but the cap goes back on it quickly, and you waste no time to hand him back the vial. And he goes, "Thank you. Trust me, you're not going to miss it."
I'm not even sure what it was.
Good. None of us do. Well, some of us do. All right. It's getting late.
What did you take?
A memory that Prudence no longer needs, and I assure you it's nothing important. It really is just a memory of what she knows about Poppy and I.
Prudence looks like she's trying to remember, but nothing's coming up.
You remember you remember a time where you and Poppy, like you go through and like there's rocky times right now with you and Poppy and given what's going on, but when you guys first started out, there was a moment you remember spending time with Poppy one on one, and you remember.
Can't seem to remember it.
Mm-mm.
It's failing me.
Well,
Oh, I do have one more question, Cosisier. If you want it to be useful to your little Poppy, we need to get out of that door.
it's trapped.
I know. You seem pretty powerful.
You seem pretty capable. Our doors that are trapped on the
I'll
side of
open
which
it.
you're trapped are a hard thing for all of you.
I'll
Could
open it.
be. Could be.
Historically, wouldn't put it past us.
Help a brother out, Cosisier, please.
Bro, doors that are straight up open are a problem for us.
Sure. One of his long claws that extends and elongates over just above the door just flicks at something that you may see. It looks like a spider web of some kind. It's very small. The light on the torch kind of flickered at it for a second, but then it's gone, whatever it is. And as you look to see that, you turn around and he is gone.
Prudence heaves a heavy sigh and sits down on the crate. Well, that was something.
Poppy falls to her knees.
Tandy just hugs Poppy.
You doing all right, Poppy? Imagine that was terrifying for you.
Sorry that I brought you all into it. It wasn't my intention.
I didn't know any of this.
No, none of you do.
We'll get through it together.
It's okay, Poppy.
We're going to do research. We have his name. There must be some sort of way to banish him. Reverse it or get you a better patron.
I don't need his power anymore. I was desperate, so I asked, but I don't need it anymore. 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 Fucking Skylar!
God
It's called
damn.
acting, yo.
Emotional
Well, with you guys in the basement of somewhere in the Shadow Courts with a now untrapped door. Thank you, Kazi.
Thank you, Kazi.
I prefer Sissy.
I'm sure you would. We leave you all as some of you have gotten the hollow mask off, and our chess, our undefeated chess masters here in the courts. Poppy, you met your mom.
Yeah,
Hey,
y'all remember when I met my mom and we had a nice moment?
Yeah,
It was
that
like
was
an hour
nice.
ago
so
when
far
things
away.
ended.
remember the "I love you" that was the peak,
Yeah,
and then
like I literally messaged Katie and was like, Poppy, I hope that this conversation with Poppy's mom goes well because she needs a win right now. And she got that win, and then immediately it was like it was bad again. It was worse than bad.
Hey, who's
Right.
to say Sissy doesn't love you?
I don't need his love.
Mm.
I do.
Oh my god. You
All right.
can
Well,
have him. Have fun.
on that note, we shall return in a week and find out how the convicts get out of an unknown place inside of the Shadow Courts. You don't know where you are.